and he's going to get the opportunity. He gets the free kick, handballs nicely, finds his teammate in Shields, and they go into forward 50. Can they burst their way through? They can't. Cleared nicely into open space. A kick of 65, 70 metres. Tumbles and threatens the boundary line. Will it find it? It will not. Kept in nicely too by Gatpan, but only momentarily. They're working the numbers. Shields is going to take a risky kick here. Kick to full back and find his teammate in Blackshaw. So they've given 50 metres ground, but importantly they've kept possession as Blackshaw finds Wood. Jacob in defensive 50. Wonthaggi kicking to the left of Radio. Desperate to keep possession as they find Taj Eden still in defensive 50. Gatpan again. They've had 8 or 9 possessions and have not moved a millimetre. And in fact, they're still going backwards as we talk. Gatpan in trouble. Pressure from Wonthaggi good. Still within danger zone for the home side. Can they work it out now? Gee, take a breath. They've found the boundary line. And that was hard work for Moe to find any space whatsoever.
Perfect call, Poppy. They flirted with pressure there at the moment, and they got really undone there by the power because they brought the pressure in and they didn't even gain 20 metres.
Ryan takes front position, but it's Mobilia who's going to get the tap down. Shields is going to come through. Slipped over, unfortunately, on what's a great ground. Goes down to Ryan. He gets the handball coming through. Tackle from Mobilia, and it's going to be a free kick that's going to go to the Lions there. It's going to end up in the hands of Jacob Wood.
We've got the 3 Steve umpires today too. I don't know all their surnames, but all 3 Steves. That'll do.
Wood goes from back 50. Just held up there in the breeze, and that's taken there by Schultz. He's in true centre square here at Ted Summerton Reserve. Goes forward to a one-on-one contest, but coming through and taking the mark there is Brock Smith. With that one, he comes in board, and it's going to come out wide here to Eden. In front of the Wonthaggi Powers coach's box. He's going to go short. Just reshaping again to Ben Danaher back in the side on that left, trusty left boot. Puts it high up in the air. Sun gets in the eyes. Good fist from behind from the Power. Quick kick out from Cornelius. Goes forward, but it's going to be Shields who's going to take the relieving mark at the half-back flank as the Lions look to repel again.
So Shields been busy the opening minutes of this first quarter. 2.5 minutes gone. Hall kicks into the man in the mark and then bounces back all of 20 metres into Wonthaggi's forward 50. Shields picks it up and does, almost a case of deja vu, goes backward, finds his teammate in Thomas Blackshaw. Last line of defence, just metres from Wonthaggi's goals. He kicks towards the outer side again. Can he find a winner? He can't. Can he find the boundary? Likely. No, Shields keeps it in, only momentarily, and it's thumped forward. Gee, the pressure from Wonthaggi's pretty good, and eventually they find the boundary line again. Right on the intersection of this, of the forward 50 and boundary, Wonthaggi kicking to the left of Radio. That's the scoreboard end, and doing all the attacking, in fact, in the open 3 minutes.
Mobilia with front position was Ryan from over the back, got the tap down, thrown onto the boot there from the Lions. 1-on-1 contest here, coming over the back, taking a strong contested mark was Miles Baholke. He looks to go quickly, comes in board, finds Maslin. Maslin still on his defensive side of the centre circle, gets called to play on. His kick goes in the middle. Balfour dropped what he should have taken. His head's over the ball. Umpire's going to come and let it play, actually. Ball bops out. There's a Lions Danaher. He's wrapped up. And umpire, that's Steve Bahaja there. Boxer. And he's going to come
there's a lot of Steves out there. It's a game of errors at the moment, isn't it? So both sides are really flaunting with some really fast attacking footy, but it's not working. So they need to really settle down at the moment.
No one's able to get the clear tap away, but there's that man Shields. We've called him more than anyone at the moment. Coming through there, those Williams. Gets the handball off and looks to go inside 50. Is the Power ball going on its way through for a minor score?
And on the Metric on Home scoreboard, it's taken 4 minutes for the first score, and that's a behind to Wonthaggi.
So ball brought back into play, does not find a teammate and finds the boundary. Play on from full back, so no free kick. But sloppy play. Wind may be playing a part.
I was going to say, Boxer, that looks to have picked up a little bit in the last
maybe a little bit,
15
though,
minutes.
but they're just flirting with the skills are poor at the moment, so don't blame the wind.
All right, ball brought back in. I reckon it was the big fella who got the tap in. Ryan couldn't find a teammate. Free kick. He's going to go the way of Wonthaggi from a standing start. If you don't mind, it's Ryan Sparks that finds the first goal of the afternoon.
He's definitely a contender now for the first contender for our Zambrero goal of the afternoon. And a beautiful stoppage play. The players were actually a little bit started too because The umpire did call advantage, but the players didn't know that it happened at the time. But he took full advantage of that again. So there's a lot of advantages in there. But at the same time, a great finish there. A well-deserved goal to the Power because I reckon they've really put it to the Lions in this early part of the first quarter.
And Ryan Sparks' goals come at the 5-minute mark and taking Wonthaggi to a 7-point lead. 1-1-7, Moe yet to score.
Absolutely. As you said there, everyone stopped, and it's one of the anomalies in our game. Everyone's told to stop when the whistle blows and they stop, but one player just played on with it. That was their Sparks. Mobilia, he gets the tap down. No one's able to get a clear kick away here. Wrapped up in a strong tackle on Gilmore. The umpire will come in. We'll have another ball up.
So interesting then. Mobilia, as soon as that ball was thrown up, actually just ran to make it a physical contest rather than a height contest against Ryan to gain the advantage.
Ryan got that tap down. It's Sim who's going to put the ball inside 50 for the Lions. No one's able to get their hands on it except for Paholke. Gets the handball out to Prowse. Prowse to Crocker. He takes one way, then the other. Gets it back to Prowse. The big man didn't know quite what to do. Gets the handball out. Belfort gets the handball though. Ends up in the hands of Williams, who takes a big clearing kick outside 50. That just kept going, that ball. Sim dances around one. He's tackled, and that's holding the ball.
Great tackle as well, too. Jay Williams has got the job on Ben Crocker this afternoon as well, not Isaac Chugg as we thought first expected.
Sparks is the one that comes away with the ball, gets it inside. And going back outside there with the handball is Tiziani. They look to come back in the Power, ends up with Mobilia. Goes on the 1-2. He slips over Williams when he didn't need to. Sparks gets around one, does well. Steadies, puts it out in front. There the running Patterson. If he can keep the ball in, he can. He's looking to get a handball over the top. Does well. They're flirting with the boundary line, and the boundary umpire in the end says, you've gone over, I'll have it. 55 around from the Power goal.
It's the most skillful game we've seen so far. We've only been playing, obviously, a short period of time, but the Power seem like they've got a lot of urgency at the moment. I don't know if it's forcing the error on Moe, but they're making a lot of mistakes themselves.
Mobilia takes the ball, got the kick, free kick for a hold though, so he'll have a second opportunity. He'll kick from outside 50 on a 45-degree angle.
I think he's got a chance, Pop.
Well, I was going to say, if he goes for goal, it'll give us an indication of just what that win may be providing.
I don't know whether it has changed a little bit. There might be an advantage by a goal or maybe more, no more than that, but definitely there has been a little bit of a swing at this end.
So it's going to take a kick of 55 to clear the line. It's going to be 50 right on the noggin and eventually offhands and through for another minor score. So 5.5 minutes in, Paul Carter.
It's an 8-point lead to Wonthaggi. They've done all the scoring so far. They are 1-8. Moe yet to score.
Ball brought back in. Pepper wearing the long sleeves today in the right back pocket. Considers his options, goes straight down the guts. Can he find a teammate? He can't. Good pressure again. They've got the numbers where you need to have the numbers around the ball, has this visiting side, and then been pretty good too. So the umpire will claim this one after 3 or 4 players from both sides made it impossible to get a clear possession.
They've just been able to read the play better, Wonthaggi. They were pretty predictable then, Moe, going to the centre of the ground. So just gave enough time, he gave it enough air in the ball for players to come in and spoil.
It was Ryan that got the tap down there, getting the hands out. Coming through there was Lindsay, out into space, wrapped up in a strong tackle there. Is Sparks who wraps up the tackle. That was the Moe player there in Maslin. We'll have another ball up here. 55 around from the Power goal. They lead by 8 points. Tap down from Mobilia. Sparks was first head over it. Lindsay did well. Took the tackler on there, tried to fend him off. In the end.
Dropping the ball, they've called it.
It is. Free kick going there to Harry Pepper, it will be, with the long sleeves on. Long way from home is Pepper. Comes inboard down the line here. Prowse coming from over the back with the big fly, and that one was Moroney. Wasn't able to take anything of it. Wrapped up in a strong tackle. As you said, the Power have been on from the word go.
There's some good work in close from the Wonthaggi side at the minute.
At the moment, there is, because they've been so predictable, Moe. They've just got to make sure that they find an empty player. And what I mean by that is they've just got to find on the outskirts, because right now the 2 kicks that Harry Pepper has put inside, they've gone to midfield, but it had too much air, and the Power have been able to read it beautifully.
So Mobilia gets the tap. Can he find a teammate? He can't on this occasion. Coming through nicely for Wonthaggi.
Don't know. We don't have a 34.
Anastasia,
is it? Yep. Over the top they go. Well, we'll probably expect to call him a bit today. Kick from 70 metres to the top of the square. Gains good distance.
1-2,
I reckon a free kick too high it is. They're going to call play on. It's called play on. They're going to goal, and it's going to go the way of the visiting side again with a number we don't have again, but would suggest it's
Kyle Young.
That is definitely Kyle Yarn.
Yarn's out here in 45.
Yeah, but we'll just say it is him for now, Paul.
Okay.
But right now, that was a beautiful roving goal too. Well read. Again, tested by the inability of Moe to get the ball outside of their defensive 50. They just can't get it out of the defensive 50. And right now, the decision-making coming out with the pressure coming from the Wonthaggi power, especially from their half-back line and their midfield, they're keeping their ball in the danger zone and they're getting reward for effort.
So a couple of name changes to keep an eye. In fact, number changes. 34 is Anastasio, not 30. If you've got that in the book.
And 63 might be Lewis instead of 66. We'll have to check. But coming in, the power are going to come in again. And this one through Yarn puts it forward there. McInnes couldn't get his hands onto it. Shields with the handball back. They're rushing it back straight through pressure. Under no real, well, I was going to say under no real pressure there was Paxton, but he's just trying to repel everything, and that's through for another minor score.
And to 15-point lead to Wonthaggi. They are 2-3-15, leading Moe still yet to score.
So Moe just having trouble getting the ball inside forward 50s at the moment, Paul Carter.
They've been in twice, but very narrowly. Once up near the goal square, but the other one just inside.
So the ball brought back into play. It sits at around about the half-back line for Moe. Cleared out. Nice quick kick forward by Dawson. Inside the forward 50. Picked up nice. Nice finish. Good opportunity for goal number 3. Touched off the hand fortuitously for Moe because they're coming in a tidal wave at the moment, this Wonthaggi side. And at the moment, the home side with a lot of young talent under their belt are just struggling to find a way through.
Metric on home scoreboard, Wonthaggi 2-4-16, Moe yet to score.
Absolutely, it is Shields that's going to come in. Good body work there by Pepper, but it's going to go over the boundary line and we'll have a boundary throw in.
Let's go around the grounds quickly for Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland, and in the AFL it is North who take on Adelaide at Marvel Stadium, and it is North 6-6-42. They trail the Crows at 9-4-58.
Mobilia got the tap down. Wrapped up straight away, though, was Lockie Rock. And we'll have another ball up here. Best on ground, thanks to Gippsland Isuzu. The all-new Isuzu MUX available now. Gippsland Isuzu Ute, LMCT 10285. It was Holt, got the tap down there. He's picked it up himself, and Mobilia wraps him up in a tackle. Interesting times here. The Power have started really, really well. We've gone 12 minutes here in this first quarter, and the Lions just have not hit their straps at all. Holt gets over the top. Shields, who's been good early, he's wrapped up in a strong tackle by Anastasio. And we'll have another ball up.
So Schultz playing careful attention to Rock. Blair's using his voice plenty. Free kick's going to go Moe's way, and that was just as Anastasio was going to have a crack at goal. So he's asking the umpire, who's not paying any attention to him, who do I give the ball back to? And eventually,
Holt wanted a kick, and Shields says, I've had plenty of it early, give it back to me, I want it again.
He's been very good, hasn't he? So just outside of his defensive 50, kicks along the line, the safe option, but Wonthaggi got the numbers at the back of the pack, and Wood runs into a brick wall and bounced off it beautifully.
He ran into Mobilia.
Yeah, well, Mobilia, I'd rather run into a brick wall.
Yeah,
Mobilia is a big man, and Wood is as courageous as they come. He got hit hard, and he got up just as quickly. Ball thrown up now. Good work around the pack. Pepper, not bad, runs at it. Can he get a handle on it? He will, but only just for a moment before it just spills over the boundary line. And at the left half forward flank, right in front of our commentary position here for Gippsland Live, with 11 minutes gone and the visiting side up by 16 points, 2-4-16 to no score. The ball come back into play.
Sean from the back gets it down, but it's Danaher who shanks it onto his left boot. Chug over the back gets the tap down, but there that man is Shields. Gets a handball over to Balfour. Great tackle there coming through with Schultz. Nothing's going to come out of that, and the umpire's going to come back in, and we'll have a ball up. True centre wing here, Ted Summerton Reserve. The Power, they started well. They lead it by 16 points. The Lions yet to trouble the scoreboard. Holt will go at it against Sean. And no one actually taps it down, so the ball bounces. It's wrapped up in a strong tackle. I mean, the tackle count's going to be the way this is going at the moment.
I just love the effort of the Power at the moment, too. They have brought everything to this game right now. They just need to sustain it quarter by quarter.
Two young ruckmen went at it. The one to Sean, but then wrapped up in a strong tackle there is Wood. We'll have another go at it. I'll have one more poppy, and we'll see how we go. Sean over the top, but that one there went to Ryan. And wrapped up in a tackle there is Wood and Poppy. Let's try and clear this area, mate. You have a go.
I'll have a go. I've never been good around these stoppages, but
anyway, I bet you have.
Ball thrown back up. Nicely done. Ryan got a tap. Found a teammate. Could not get any clear air.
And there you see a bit of the future of the Gippsland League as well. Sean and Ryan two of the youngsters, both eligible for the thirds in the ruck at the moment.
So Shields has got the job in Anastasio, and he's doing a good job and gets the ball as well on the way through. Nicely done. Danaher back to Shields. He's been excellent. Best player on the ground. And as I say that, he's gone. Ball and all dropped it. A little bit too much. Great tackle, Sparks.
No, he's going to reverse it, I reckon. I reckon he'll reverse this. Yep, he has. He just pushed his head in the ground, and the umpire said, and he saw it.
So they're the mistakes that can cost you.
9th disposal for Shields.
So Shields gets a touch, and it's a beauty too. Right half forward flank went looking for Prowse. First man there, the big fella couldn't get down that low, whereas this bloke could, and that was Gilmore. Quick kick though from the half back line. This should be a Moe mark, although it was dropped by the big fella in Paxton. Coming through, nicely done. It was picked up by Paholke. He got caught with the ball. Gee, the pressure from the power was good. They just can't find a way there through, and when they do, they're in a spot of bother behind player down right now, though. Let's stick with Moe because they're kicking to the half-forward flank where Prowse is in a one-on-one contest. Takes ball. He's taken. Good tackle by Bray. And the umpire will come and ball this one up. Half-forward flank, grandstand side.
This is my surprise too, Pop, is that the fact that they've got Miles Paholke forward of the ball. He's in the half-forward line where he's been so dangerous half-back. They've finally made the switch, and now he's gone half-back just to propel this onthought from Wonthaggi.
It was Ryan that got the tap down, but Young got the handball. But sneaking that coming through there in the end was Morrow. Pushed it across the face. First one that's going to be there to the ball is Williams for the power. He's wrapped up in a tackle. The umpire said, I'll come in and ball it up.
So they need a bit of form here too from Crocker as well. He only kicked one goal last week. He's been really deprived of any sort of possession so far because of the Power's pressure. He needs to find some form, and he needs to find it fast.
Neither ruckman there in Bray or Prowse wanted to touch that one. They let it bounce, and it's Bray that collected it first. He was wrapped up in a couple of tackles there. We're 20 metres out from the Lions' goal. Prowse does well, gets around Bray, but couldn't get anything out of it. Getting that kick out was Maresco. Shields was first his hands to the ball, but then it's Anastasio. Goes right, goes left, then goes right again, then goes left and puts it on the left boot. Comes out wide and finds Yarn. What a great kick. He's got one out here, and it is in the coach in Jared Blair. He wants it, and he gives it to him. True centre wing. Got on the lead there, coming forward. There is Chug. Chug's gone forward too with Paholke there too, boxer. So Chug, about two kicks out from goal here, looking forward. He's got a couple in the middle. He's called to play on. He just throws it on the left boot. It's a wobbly one. It's going nowhere. Ends up in the hands there of Aaron Paxton.
He held the ball up because he didn't want to do what he exactly did. Because they had worked back well, Moe, to fill all the gaps, and there wasn't a lot of options, and he found what he didn't want to find, and that was Paxton, who's played on quickly towards the outer side of the ground. Well, they get themselves out of trouble. They will. Blackshaw feeds it off and gives it to Smith, and now they can't get past Blair. So it's the Power that go forward again. And I don't want to use the line because it's so predictable, but this Power surge has been going now for nearly 16 minutes.
You had to use it anyway. You said you weren't going to use it.
I know. I'm only going to use it once. I'll get it out of my system, and then it's gone.
Bobby, they're using shock tactics.
I think they are.
So you started?
And Josh Schultz now has the ball. He's going to play on. He's going to kick from outside 50. He's going to see if he can find a winner just to the left of the goals, and he has. Used his body beautifully. A good take it was by McGuinness. Cooper McGuinness has the chance to bring up his side's third. And early doors, there's no need to panic. Gee, what a start.
He's in a perfect spot here too for a right footer. 45-degree angle, 30 metres out. He just used his body beautifully. He just maybe needs to step around a little bit or just go traditional straight through. The wind's got a little bit of bite in it, but not that much.
So Cooper McGuinness will kick from 30 metres out, 45-degree angle. We're right over his left shoulder, off the boot, dragged it left. Never gave it a chance. Another score, however, for the Power.
2-5-17 with that revolting shot for goal. On the metric on home score.
I need potatoes and gravy. Okay? That's it. I'm done.
The chips and gravy here. That is the specialty here at Moe, isn't it?
We don't know yet. We don't know, but we'll find out shortly.
Well, that's what we have been told. Nearly there, I guess, for McGuinness. But as you said, the Power pressure boxer has been what's been the most impressive thing.
It's been incredible
and sustained.
It has been sustained right through, and they're forcing the error every single time. So the Moe side have made a couple of changes as well, but they haven't utilised it yet because Chug's gone with Paholke at the minute, but their error in their defensive 50 is what let them down.
So Smith's going to bring the ball back in. He comes out towards that man, Paholke and Prowse, but coming into the front was the power, wasn't able to get there over the ball. And he's going to be wrapped up in a tackle there by the Lions, and then the umpire's going to come in and do a ball up.
Let's go through some interesting scores in the Gippsland League. First game, Leongatha, they take on Maffra, 3-3-21. Leongatha to Maffra, no score. And Moore will 4 straight 24 to Bairnsdale 1-1-7.
Mobilia handballs, Lindsay, Chug on the left boot, kicks it forward, but there's that spare man who's manning up from Chug is Paholke, but he's going to kick it. He's going to kick it out of bounds on the full. The Power are bringing the pressure, and the Lions aren't coping with it.
It's like MasterChef. The pressure cooker is on. They've put the lid on and they've started to cook.
Recipe for success, Pox?
Yes.
Recipe for success.
How many do you reckon we could get in today?
Just keep going.
It's Anastasio that's going to be taking the kick.
He's going to play on to open up the goals. Distance will be a problem. There he goes. He plays on, opens up the goal off the boot.
No
Looks
distance,
nice.
no problem.
Don't tell me they've missed 3 in front. He's got one from the boundary. What an absolutely cracker from Anastasio, and no doubt a contender for the Zambrero goal of the day.
There's our second contender from the Power. It's Anastasio, and we've got Sparks as well. So 2 from the Power, and they are absolutely putting the sword to Moe right now. So the Moe bench will be looking at going, what have we done here? What have we set up? And what have we got to stop right now? And don't want to walk into a maybe potential 6-goal lead to the Power before quarter time.
And it's getting that way, Box. 21 minutes in, and it's a 23-point lead to Wonthaggi on the metric on home scoreboard. 3-5-23. No score Moe from just 3 inside 50s.
Ryan got the tap down. No one's able to take it clear here out of the centre circle. The umpire's going to come back in. I know it's early, but it is a big moment for the Moe Lions now, and the big moment is all at the Moore Bowling Club. Dine under the dome at the Moore Bowling Club, but grab a $25 pot and palmer every Saturday night. The Lions need to respond here in some way. Mobilia takes front position, and he gets the tap down, and there's going to be a free kick to Mobilia.
Yeah, that front position and the tall and the long arms of Ryan just leant over the top of him.
Actually, it was to Sparks off the ball. Sparks delivers inside 50. Good a hand in there, done well by Eden. Shields is able to pick it up, but the boundary line beat him. And the umpire said you can throw that in, despite the Power boys all throwing their arms in the air.
Here's another score for you in the Gippsland League as well. Traralgon, 4-3-27. They lead Sale 1-8. And only 1 goal kicked in the game between Warrigal and Druin. It's 1 straight 6 Warrigal to Druin yet to score.
Mobilia got the tap down. Ends up in the hands of Sparks. He swings back around on that trusty right boot, puts it inside 50. Going back is Smith with the fly of the ball. Paholke, though, he clears it up, throws it on the left boot. It's just a little dribbler to Sim. He wasn't able to pick it up. Neither was Mobilia coming through. Yarn got the handball out, looking for Sparks. They both go inside on. Good contest. Umpire will come in and will ball it up. No, he's called play on. Ball eventually popped itself out. Coming through there, we think that was Lewis. He's thrown it on the boot. He's kicked it out of bounds on the full, and it'll be the Lions will try and repel and try and have an inside 50, which they haven't had for a very long time.
So they take a deep breath, this home side, 23 minutes into the first quarter here at the Ted Summerton Oval, the home of the Moe Lions, one of the premiership contenders this year. 8 players in, 8 players out in the last home and away game. Always was going to provide a bit of fragility to this contender. That's an extension of fragile. Boxer, it's not what you're talking about.
Okay.
Spelt completely differently.
I thought you said fertility. I didn't know what they were
doing. So Paholke again is that loose man in defence, takes the mark. In defensive 50 right now. Runs to his right, kicks sort of leftish, and can he find a winner? Yeah, good strong mark. Back of the pack too it was by Dykstra. He plays on quickly on that left leg. Now this is where they're breaking down, and on this occasion it's again another 50-50 contest. Whipped off the pack it was by Maslin, but now the pressure from the Power is equal to the task, and the umpire will come in and ball this one up. Left half, forward flank.
Billy at front position again, got the tap down. Sparks threw it on the right boot, goes forward. Shields had front position, wasn't able to take the mark. Ball bounces around. Anastasio's first to it, tried to get his hands on it. Eden then taps it back inside his defensive 50. Went to go left, then had to go right. Brock Smith went went twice. Gatpen took the tackler on, and that's holding the ball.
Look at the
by
pressure.
Dawson. Great tackle there.
I would hate to be a Moe player. I would hate to be a Moe player that's got the ball within his vicinity, because you know why? You're going to get smacked by a Wonthaggi player at the moment. They are just bringing the pressure on, and they have been tremendous inside. I'd hate to see the stats right now stoppages and inside clearances as well, because they will be getting smacked in every aspect of the game right now.
Absolutely. It's Dawson who's going to be kicking from about 40 metres. Right pocket, send it on its way. Goal umpire shuffles across a little bit, but he's happy. And there is goal number 4 for the Power.
Wow, there you go. So then now they're getting reward for effort inside their forward 50 as well, the Power. I reckon they're getting smacked for clearances as well, Moe, aren't they, Paul Carter? We can talk about that in a minute as well, because the midfield is so on top at the minute for the Power. There's no answers for the Lions at the moment, because they are second-guessing when they get the ball. They know they're going to get hammered, and right now they need a miracle, the Lions, just to get a little bit of respect back in that scoreboard. I reckon they're going to run out of time by the end of this quarter.
It's 4-5-29 on the metric on home scoreboard. That's the Wonthaggi score. Moe's still yet to score. And clearances at the moment, box are 12-7 Wonthaggi's way.
Dawson tried to get the handball out of the centre of the ground. Went for a third time. Couldn't get anything out of there. Came out through Morrow. The Power are going to take it on there, get the handball through to Sim. He's going to run through the middle. Couldn't get him there was Mobilia. He sends it forward. Prowse, who's open from 50 out, puts it on its way. And going back with the flight of the ball. That just held up there in the breeze. Had to have. And it's Williams who's going to take the clearing kick out. And first going to be the ball out there is Jai Williams for the Power.
I think you're overestimating the win. I think the way it was kicked. But
even then, I thought Crocker
gave it up.
Thought that he was making the goal, and then
realised it wasn't going to make it.
Yeah.
So they can't take a trick here. The Lions ball comes back in. Mobilia and Ryan. Mobilia over the back, took the ruck contest, threw it out onto his boot, ends up in the hands there of Tiziani. He comes back on, throws it on his left boot. One-on-one contest, Sean, but McInnes cuts back in front. He can get the handball over the top. He says, no, I'm going to come on. He goes, I'm going to go on,
lucky.
and I'm going to take it through and kick a Zambrera over the goal contender because I'm a full forward, and that's what I do.
Great transition footy there from the Power. They had a loose man midfield that hurt the Lions. They just got caught flat-footed, but because they've played with urgency, they've got the ball forward really quickly. McInnes could have been nearly crucified if he missed that goal coming inside, because he had an open player running probably 10 metres forward of him that could have finished off for him too, but class prevailed. What a finish. What a game. What a start by the Power.
Certainly going that way. 35-point margin, 35-0 the score at the moment. Wonthaggi 5-5. Moe no score. That's a metric on home scoreboard. We've played 27 minutes.
All right, so Mobilia gets front position, gets a tap again. Wood will be the first player there for Moe, but guess what? He's got no room to move. Can't get a hand on it first or second time. Third time, kicked into the backside of a opposition player. Blair dives and taps it forward, finds a teammate in Brown. Brown gives it off to Patterson. Patterson inside forward 50. Gatpan went through his hands. He's been under pressure all day. Now comes Shannon Bray. Free kick will go the way, though, of Gatpan for being held without the ball. Plays on quickly. Shields provides the option. They go backwards but keep possession. Shields now.
And this is where they're getting hurt, Pop. They don't know how to get out.
Goes short. Teammate is Eden. Taj Eden, defensive 50. On the mark, Cage, Patterson. There is just nowhere to go at the moment. And Eden, he's been called to play on, and now he risks by going through the middle. Risky move. Pays off. Ryan takes a handball. Handballs to Pepper. He's under pressure. Good enough to get the handball away. Comes grandstand side. And again, coming in from the side was Chug. They got hand the ball and found the boundary right in front of our commentary position.
And then maybe there is a little bit of an advantage down towards this Moe end, the scoreboard end that we will call it, because it looks like when I saw a bloke walking here with a big long head of hair, he had the wind blowing in his face. So maybe there is a bit of an advantage.
Holt did well, got it tapped down, but it was Anastasio who stole it, put it on his left boot, went to inside, worked under the ball well there. From Smith.
High, unfortunately.
He's caught holding the ball. An advantage. McInnes is going to run in. He's going to kick another one.
This is crazy. This is crazy footy. Because we just thought there may have been a free kick there. But, if you look back and analyse it, he looked like he was tackled high, but he probably had enough time to get rid of the footy as well. And the umpire's seen it. He's seen it. And right now, you've got a 7-goal lead going into the first quarter. You haven't scored a beep yet. And the Power are still bringing it to us.
Which is the exact opposite of the game that we saw at Wonthaggi, where Moe kicked 7 goals in the first 20 minutes against Wonthaggi. So it's a 41-point lead, 6-5, 41 Wonthaggi. No score, Moe, and we've played 29 minutes of the first quarter.
Yeah, unbelievable on that Metricon Homes. Love where you live. The Love Celebration is on now. Get $50,000 to spend on bonus luxuries. T's and C's apply. It's going to be the Power. We're going to try and take it out there. Yarn, he's wrapped up in a strong tackle. And the umpire will come in. We'll have another ball up.
Got a bit of a game on down at Bairnsdale as well. Bairnsdale have kicked the last 3 goals. It's 3-1-19 to Morwell 5 straight 30. Still got an 11-point lead, but good little fight back there by Bairnsdale.
Give that one to Mobilia, but there's... umpire comes in as that ball just squirts itself out.
Paul Carter, inside 50s for Wonthaggi. They must be up in the 15s and 16s. Has to be easy.
20-4.
There you go. Boom, boom.
Has to be in the 20s too.
Ball thrown back up. Nicely done, Mobilia. All too easy, really. Standing start. It's a pitching shot or pitching wedge inside forward 50. Free kick's going to go Wonthaggi's way. Well, when things are going your way,
they're going to go your way.
Yeah, nicely done. We're calling this bloke Lewis, are we?
We're going to call him Lewis. We're not sure if it is, but that's where we're going with.
We'll find out shortly. We'll go down and have a look.
All right, so Lewis will kick from outside 50, 45-degree angle now. When a bloke this size is kicking from outside. Wait a second, what's happened in the goal square? It's going to go Wonthaggi's way. Something's happened in the goal square, behind the play, right in the goal square, and there's going to be a walk-up start.
Yep, Shannon Bray.
So Shannon Bray is going to get a free kick right in front of goals. And this could be Wonthaggi's 7th for the quarter. Yes, indeed he do. Shannon Bray goes as easy as you like, walks in, the 7th goal of the afternoon, and that lead now starts to bump out to a really concerning margin, Paul Carter.
Almost 50 points. Probably it's 47-point margin. 47 points to nil at the Ted Summerton Reserve with Wonthaggi 7-5-47 on the Metricon Home scoreboard. Moe have only been inside their forward 54 times and are yet to score.
Should be saying it's half time, shouldn't we? Well, really, we should be saying it's half time, and it's a little lead. And
a couple of weeks ago, the Magpies started like this against the Lions, and the Lions came back to win the game. So we'll just wait and see how that goes. I don't see it happening today. Holt got the first tap down, but Pepper says, get this thing out of this centre square. Goes forward, looking for Prowse, wasn't able to get him. Chug went around 1, went around 2.
Yeah,
he was tackled, and they're called holding the ball. And it is going to be there. Dykstra, he's going to go forward, looking out for Crocker. Crocker, can he pick it up? He does. He wants to go right, left, comes back in towards the middle. It's a kick that goes back 35 metres. Wood, that's going to be a free kick to him, pushing the back there from Mobilia.
Well, they need a bit of wood at the moment, the Moe Lions. A little bit of hardness right now.
Wood plays on, sends the ball forward from 50. It's low, it's direct. But coming through and taking the relieving mark there is Jackson Williams. He's going to go out to the far side here at Ted Summerton Reserve. But a good chase down and pressure there came from Moroney. But the Power have still got the player numbers out there on the side.
What's happened behind play again?
And I think it's Paul's going to have said that he's going to have stepped out of bounds when he's gone to take the kick, and therefore it's a boundary throw-in.
All right, so I think he had the numbers there.
I think that's what we're going to say.
We've played 32 and a half minutes. That's on the back of Wonthaggi, the visiting side, and a side desperate to win this game, the last home and away game of the season. They need to win to knock off the second place Moe to have an opportunity to sneak into the top 5. Snatch a position from either Warragul or Morwell if one of those two sides lose. They're doing their part. Ball thrown back in. Mobilia gets the tap. Probably find the boundary or will it. Picked up by Sparks. A kick around the body gains another 40 metres before Tiziani got hands to it and he couldn't beat the boundary. So a boundary throw to take place out of side of the ground.
Here's a different bit of a flip on the games. The Druin-Warragul game, it's 0 to Druin and 1 goal to Warragul. So it's a 6-point lead and it's quarter time there at the moment.
New ground down there. Let's hope that it's standing up well.
Have they got the goalposts up at each end?
Well, we hope so, because there's only 1 goal straight 6. And we've had a game here that's been 7 goals kicked only by one side. They've had 12 scoring shots to 0 at the moment.
Mobilia and Holt. Holt takes front position. It's going to be a free kick and it's going to go to Holt. Mobilia wrapped his arms around him. Holt's going to play on. True centre wing, far side. Delivers the ball inside 50. 2-on-1 contest. Going back. The fly of the ball there was the Power. It's going to come into the hands there of Gilmore. He gets the handball out and the Power will come back into the middle. And there it is, the siren for quarter time in what is I don't know how to describe it apart from being an unbelievable start and quarter from the Wonthaggi Power. They lead 7-5-47, trying to make their way into the top 5 against the Moe Lions, who did not trouble the scoreboard at all. You're listening to Gippsland Live on TRFM. It's all thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland. Trade in and save up to $500 on selected TVs, fridges, dishwashers and dryers.
Running a small business can sometimes feel like a full-on marathon. You get the analogy. But you don't have to go it alone. Thanks. You're connected to a community who've always got your back. Yes. And now, with 24/7 support, local business experts, and an award-winning network, so has Optus.
There you go.
Oh, Liam, you're a legend.
When it comes to small business, we're all in.
A new standard of family living is coming to Gippsland. Virtue Home's new display home, the Marshall 28, is open now in Traralgon. The Marshall 28 is perfect for families and couples seeking a fresh, innovative home, thoughtfully designed to evolve with you with a light and airy feel. You can rest easy knowing it's built by the award-winning team at Virtue Homes. The new Marshall 28 display home, open now on Marshalls Road in Traralgon. Visit virtuehomes.com.au for more info. CDBU 48113.
It's time to take a look at the top 5 goals of the week. Number 1, Clay Quirk from Druin here. A fantastic job in the ruck, dribbling that one through. Got the big bounce as well to go over the head of the defenders. Fantastic stuff. Number 2, Rory Nettle here from Warragul. A fantastic rove at the foot of the pack. He just dribbles this home and it goes straight through the defenders. Bowled them clean.
Through the legs, it's called a nutmeg in today's world. Straight through Haywood's legs.
Number 3, Joshua Glare here from Morwell. Some good teamwork. They rebound across half back. Josh is going to pick up the footy here, if eventually does, and just slams it on the left. But this is the unbelievable bit. Look at it turn, and then it goes all the way home. Disbelief in the end, but a great goal. Number 4, Tom Blenhelm here from Bairnsdale. All class this. He was just waiting for the hand pass receive right on the paint of the boundary line. And left foot just caresses that in ever so nicely. That is just all class. Number 5, Trent Baldy here from Moe. It was a must-win game for the boys on the weekend to keep their finals hopes alive. This one late in the 4th term just sealed the deal for them, and just selling a bit of candy and threading it home. A fantastic goal.
Makes no mistake. 23-minute mark, this game is done. Trent Baldy's got one, and the Lions are going to come to Western Park and take away 4 points. They didn't trouble the scoreboard at all. And with only, I think it was 4 inside 50s. We'll get to Paul Carter shortly on that. But Poppy, you couldn't have asked, if you want Wonthaggi, you couldn't have asked for a better start when the season's on the line and you have to win the game.
Well, Paul Carter, he's our stats man, and he gave us the stats prior to the start of the game. He said Wonthaggi is leading the league for first quarter leads, and Moe were somewhat fragile given, well, a number of things. Their form over the last half a dozen weeks and also the amount of changes they'd made prior to this game. Paul Carter, the stats will show that it was a one-way affair, as does the scoreboard.
And Wonthaggi's percentage has gone up 4.1% in that quarter only to 107.94. So we'll keep stats percentage watch on that as well. Inside 50s, Wonthaggi 21-7. The clearances, Wonthaggi 14-10, 3 apiece in the centre. 9-8 free kicks went Moe's way. Nick Prowse, 1 hit out. Judson Ryan, 9, impressed by him, the young man. Kurt Holt, 6, 17 hit outs to Brady Mobilia, definitely winning there. 6 to Brock Smith and Miles Paholke, 10 to Jordan Shields. These are disposals. 10 disposals, including 6 clearances to Ryan Sparks, 6 disposals to Anthony Anastasio, and 5 to Brody Mobilia, including 4 clearances.
Here we go, start of the second quarter, all thanks to the Moe Racing Club. Rob Popplestone.
All right, the big fella Ryan gets the tap down and Moe win the free kick, do they? No, the umpire will call this one back. So on the grandstand side of the ground, Wonthaggi's Harry Dawson stands alone with no player within 35 metres. If the ball comes in this direction, he's got plenty of room. But given that the centre circle is 40 metres from him, Moe have chosen to play another man on that side of the centre circle. There's no reason for that right now, though, because anyone can go wherever they wish on the ground. Ball thrown back up, tap forward. Wonthaggi got the numbers, and guess what? They're going to come Dawson's way. He's going to grab the ball, and he's got plenty of room to move as we anticipated. Takes a bounce. Can he find a teammate? Goes at full forward. The lead, McGuinness out the back. No, taken. Falls to ground. Moe have got the numbers. Eden picks up the ball. Handballs. Finds his teammate. That teammate being Paxton. Across the face of goals to Shields. And Shields, probably the best player on the ground, even in a side that's getting done by 7 goals. Kicks long and finds his ruckman teammate in Ryan. Kicks along the line, gives it up. And Harvey cuts it off at the pass and goes to Mobilia.
Mobilia from true centre wing on the far side, chips over the top and finds that man in Tiziani. He goes forward looking for one out the back there, and Jared Blair, 2-on-1 contest. Coming over was Blackshaw, got the handball.
Yeah, I think we've got a problem here for the power.
Well, guess what? They've had 2 forward 50 entries inside the first 60 seconds. Moe had 4 for 30 minutes.
It's crazy.
I reckon he's done a groin. Yeah, I reckon he's done a groin or some sort of lat injury.
Sean got the tap down. Tiziani throws it on the boot. You keep it on that one, Boxer. Gone across the face of goal and will end up actually going out of bounds and for a boundary throw.
And that's an injury to Cooper McGinns of the Wonthaggi Power. He is not too good coming off, and it's not very often where you sort of demonstrate where your injuries come from, but he did it make quite clear to the cam bar where it's hurting, and it's around the groin region. He wasn't touching his
free kick going here to Moe, and it's going to go to the ruckman. Yes, it is. It's going to go to the ruckman there in Judson Ryan.
Got some interesting scores once we get a chance to, Timmy, but let's get back to the game.
Ryan goes down the middle. Paholke didn't have anyone covering over the top and takes an uncontested mark. He plays on in the centre square, delivers the ball forward with that breeze. Boxer will get to. Chug goes up with the one hand, gets a tap out of the back. Crockett does well. Use the bodyworks against William. Will the ball sit for him? It doesn't. Williams does well, gets back when Bray's got some support there. Crockett keeps going for a second and third effort. He's wrapped up in a tackle. And it's gone over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in.
Brilliant play by the power back line as well, because Crockett's so dangerous at ground level. The ball was in his vicinity. It was all his. We've seen him do it 85 times nearly this year. But the power pressure just came to the table again. And a great effort there by the defence of the power.
Bray got the tap down with the left hand. We'll have another boundary throw-in.
Let's go through some scores. Gippsland League, thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture. Gippsland League, Gatha 4-5-29. They lead Maffra 1 straight 6. Bairnsdale 3-1-19. Thrown it to Morwell 5 straight 30. Sale 2-4-16 to Terrelgan 4-5-29.
All right, ball thrown back in. Moe into attack and desperately needing to hit the scoreboard. They trail at the moment 47-0.
Druin 1-1-7 to Warrigal 2-2-14. 7-point game there as well.
3 minutes played second quarter here at Ted Summerton Reserve. Moe get the tap. Can they find a teammate? They can't. Mobilia, quick kick under pressure. Plenty of players around the ball, but no one able to get a clean possession. So the umpire will take this away and make it a 50-50 contest.
Sorry about that. I just got up, that's all. Ouch. That hurt. And in the Mid-Gippsland Football League, we have an elimination final being played today at Menion. Yanar take on Ballara. It's Yanar 4-4-28. They lead Ballara 2-1-13.
So a free kick's been paid Moe's way. Going to go the way of Prowse.
I might have done a groin too, I think.
He'll kick from outside 50. Prowse kicks to the top of the square. They need a winner right here. No, they find their first score, however. It was good work by Harvey. They get a mitt on the ball and thump it through for a behind.
Moe's first score of the day. 4-minute mark of the second quarter. One behind 1 point. Trailing Wonthaggi 7-5-47. That's on the Moe Racing Club scoreboard.
Williams is going to bring the ball in from the back line and sends it out on his way in front there. And
umpire.
Was clearly in front was Shannon Bray. But the umpire said, I'll have it. And there's a few sets of hands on there. And we'll have a ball up about 60 metres around from the Lions goal. Over the top there was Ryan Didwell. Handball out. Came to Danaher. Harry Pepper throws it on the boot. Sends it inside 50. Bray comes over the top, but a great contested mark in front there from the young fella there in Moroney. He does well. A lot of pressure that was on there, and he's going to have a shot at goal. And this is the first set shot for the Lions, I think, for the day. It's a tough kick, box up.
It will be. I think the way the breeze was down at ground level just a minute ago, if he pushes it to the left goal post, I think he's got a fair chance here.
Moroney sends it on its way. Goal umpire moves. It does not go anywhere near that. It goes out of bounds on the full.
He pushed it to Newborough.
Yeah, he did, yeah. Very right. Didn't even hit the scoreboard. So out of play on the full. 5 minutes gone. They've got to chase that ball down now.
You got any more scores, boxer?
I do, mate. In the North Gippsland Football League qualifying final played at George Bates Reserve in Yallourn North. It's Woodside 7-5-47. They lead Hayfield 3 straight 18.
Ooh, any AFL scores, boxer?
I'll give you an AFL score, mate. I'm just doing everything. Just a man of many talents.
I know, master of none of them.
Probably not, but it's Adelaide 11-6-72. They lead North 8-6-54 in the third quarter. 12 minutes to play in that third quarter.
All right, so Williams to bring the ball back into play for Wonthaggi. He clears the defensive 50, and they've got the numbers around the ball. They've got a little bit of room to move now for the power, and they shift it from half back to half forward. The race is on, 2v1. They get a clean possession by Lewis. He can go over the top. He goes over the top. Can he find his skipper in Blair? He finds his skipper in Blair. He dances around 1-2, gives it back to Lewis. He gets around 1-2, gives it back to Blair. Blair dances around 1-2, gives it back to Lewis. He feeds it off nicely. A kick for goal. Don't tell me it's a Zambero goal of the century or a point.
I'm tired.
Wow, that was hard work.
What a goal.
Great call, Poppy. Great call.
Wonthaggi 7-6-48 on the Moe Racing Club scoreboard. Moe 1 behind, 1 point.
Straight down the middle go the Lions, and it's Chug that's going to come through. Ends up there with Bray. Gilmore comes out wide. That man Dawson, they left him all alone again. He's going to be a chopping of the arms. He's going to pay advantage, and it's going to go to Patterson. He runs in from 50, keeps it nice and low. It was a terrible kick. I think he might have stubbed his toe as he tried to kick it. Paxton's going to be first to it. Ball comes out, over the top. Comes there from the Lions, and he's going to get a free kick for being legged. He's going to come out and repel it and going to go out through Dykstra. They've got runners out there, and one of them's going to be Shields, and he's got a bit of a paddock if he wants to go there. The Power have come up and tried to put the tackle on. They do well. Great tackle, and that's called holding the ball.
It's about the third time. Look, he's won a lot of the ball too, but he's tried to do too much with it as well. Wearing a long sleeve
he had
makes
all
you very
the momentum,
susceptible.
though.
He did have momentum, but he was never going to get around the Wonthaggi Power player in the end. If he did, he would have been a hero. Guess what? He didn't.
Jai Williams, great tackle, goes out wide, lands at the feet of Anastasio. He puts the afterburners on. He's wrapped up in a tackle by Pepper. Got the handball away. Wood.
Look at the pressure from Power.
It's still on. And the ball's going to be wrapped up there with 3 or 4 players on top of it. Inside the Power's forward line. They still lead here by 47 points.
And the big thing about the Power huddle then, when I went down to the Power huddle, is that they've just really focused on this game. They don't care what's happening in the peripheral. They're just worried about what's happening right now, and whatever happens, happens. But right now, they've got full control.
Eden with the clearing kick out wide. 2-1 contest going to come back in through Harvey. Harvey delivers it in, but Sim picks it up well, takes a bounce, sends the ball on its way, puts it over the top, but it's going to go to no one and end up in the hands there of Bray. I'll drop what he should have taken, but Holke's first to him. He's got help, though, and goes out to Sparks, back to Chug, and Chug then sends it out wide and ends up there in the hands of Williams for the Power.
Does TRFM have a trainer? I think I've done a groin.
Done a groin standing up. Williams,
Jeebus.
back of centre half from centre wing, sends the ball on its way, going up in front and taking a strong back there. His Dykstra sends it forward, though, to Maslin.
So Maslin now in the centre of the ground. Home ground to the Moe lines. He goes to left half forward flank. Prowse is the target. Prowse takes the mark. 1, 2 grabs. Bray came over the top, couldn't get it. Prowse plays on quickly, searching for Crocker. Gave it up. Crocker starting to get somewhat frustrated, and rightly so, as Wonthaggi's Harvey, who cut that off ball brilliantly, changes direction, finds Sparks, who in turn finds Williams. So they're working the ball out with a bit more method. Anastasio was hit hard by Shields, but took the mark. Gets up, puts that one in the memory bank, and then plays on quickly in that right leg. The lead was on, the kick was good. Feeds off beautifully. Nicely done. They've got the numbers. They're sharing the ball around. And from centre half forward, they go inside forward 50. Moe have got the numbers in defensive 50 now, and they work it out. 1, 2, 3 handballs. Sim got to the end of it. Gets on the end of it, but it's going to be cut off, or is it? Because one of these players in Cooper is, in fact, Chug has taken it, feeds it off. Nicely done. Cornelius inboard. Again, a punch forward. Gee, there's some desperate players out there, and there's some tired players also. A good tackle laid. Umpire will take control. Just short of the right half forward flank. Nearly 10 minutes in of this second quarter. Wonthaggi, 7 goals, 6. Moe 1 behind.
Holt got the tap down, and it was coming through there was Brown. They're going to end up out in the hands here into Patterson. If he can pick it up, he's got McInnes, who's come back out onto the ground. We thought he was gone. Brown got the handball out. It's Sim. He's wrapped up in a tackle. It's hot, it's heavy, it's early. It's jumped on the top there for Brown. We're going to have a ball up, says the umpire. McInnes back on the ground, box up.
He definitely is. Well, that's a good recovery because I didn't know what happened. It looked like he got shot in the leg. But anyway, he's made a great recovery, and they need him out there at the moment too.
Sean tried to go over the top of Holt, but the experienced Holt just stood there, and he gets the free kick. He's going to come in board. He's got Paholke. He's got Prowse. Bray's going to come over the back. Who's going to be first to it? Is it going to be Prowse? No, it's not. It's going to be there with Maresco. He gets the handball off, looking for, and in the end, coming to Schultz.
I just love the fact of how Wonthaggi have got numbers all the time at the ball, haven't they? So they've got a lot of support. Ball comes to ground. The ball winner at least has someone to look up to and say, I've got support here. I can get the hands off.
Free kick went to Maresco, went to Williams, and then he kicked it to Jai Williams. It went from Jackson to Jai. Goes down along the line in front there, and coming through and taking the strong mark there was Rock Smith. Went down a little bit. Might have caught one there in the contest. Straightens it up a little bit to Shields.
So Shields now, right half-back flank, with Wonthaggi kicking to the right of Radio and leading by a nice margin. 47 points. So not the game we expected to see, but certainly a good game to watch, especially if you're a Wonthaggi fan. The standard's been pretty good by them. Left half forward, back flank for Wonthaggi. Free kick's going to go the way of the big ruckman in Holt.
Just experience there in that ruck contest.
He's just got the edge there, hasn't he? Kicks long. Crocker's the target. Uses his body well. Can't get hands to it on first occasion. Fights hard to keep the ball in the area, and he at least achieves that. It's in the goal square, just metres from Moe, who are still searching after 45 minutes to get their first goal of the afternoon. Can you believe that? Prowse gets the tap down. Wonthaggi again, can they clear the area? Only momentarily. This is it. This could be their first. No, missed by Dykstra.
It's Moe's second behind of the game, and it's come at the 12.5-minute mark of the second quarter. The two behind's 2 points. They are on the Moe Racing Club scoreboard, trailing Wonthaggi 7-6, 48.
We've got an elimination final being played in is it a qualifying final? In the Allenbank District Football League as well. It's Longworry, 6-3-39 to Traff, 6-3-39.
Ooh, it's a tight one down there, Boxer.
Yeah, well, any score next will put someone in front.
Very good. I thought before that, young Jackson Williams, as you said, Boxer, has got the job on Crocker, and I thought he's done a pretty good job so far. He's going to bring the ball back in. He's been starved of opportunities as well, Crocker. But at the same time, the midfield of Wonthaggi have really stood up. It is. Comes into a contest, but Sim gets the handball in there. Maslin took on one, took on two, did well, got it on the boot to ball, but it's going to end up in the hands of Dawson. To Anastasio. He puts the ball out wide here to a great kick. Just put it right in front of Lindsay, who had three Moe players around him. But the kick was perfect, and it made his teammate in Lindsay run to the ball and lead those three players behind him. Good call, Timmy. Maresco comes back in board to Dawson. Just chipping it around here, using it against what we said is probably a 2 or 3 goal Reeves, Boxer.
it would be at least from that Moe or scoreboard end.
Sean got the handball, ends up with Schultz. He's going to keep the ball nice and low to that man, Lindsay, again. Never gets old, does Lindsay. Kicks over the top. Great kick. 1-2. Couldn't take the mark, though. It's going to be the Lions that are going to repel through Shields. He throws the ball on the boot, but it's all the power. And that man, Jarvis Harvey, is going to take the kick and come out wide to Sparks. They've just got so much room here, the power. If you look back, the Lions have tried to flood that 50 just to try and hold the power up. He's going to go on the big switch. The kick's got to be good here, and it is. It's spot on Spark to Chug. Doesn't get much better than that. So Chug in the centre circle. Goes long on that raking left foot. 2-on-1 contest there. McInnes.
Good mark.
Absolutely great mark cutting in front there and taking the strong mark. Against there was Smith. Smith goes into the middle. He's got 2-on-1 here. It's going to end up there in the hands of Maslin. He's going to come out wide. And Dykstra is going to take it in stride on the left boot. Great kick. Crocker lead mark. And that's the Lions footy that we've seen throughout the season. Just good ball use in stride. And Crocker, once he gets a metre, well, that's going to be it, Boxer.
They broke the game up. They just broke the game up. They switched the ball. They used the ball very well. And I was watching Danfield to see what Crocker was going to do in this build-up as well. Once Dykstra got the ball, he knew when to lead straight away. So the timing was perfect. The kick was even better.
So Crocker looking for Moe's first goal of the day. With 15 minutes here into the second quarter. Comes in, starts it out that left post, looking for the breeze to bring it back, and it doesn't. And it's through for another minor score.
I think they've all got the yips at the moment.
Moe now 3 behind 3 points. Trailing Wonthaggi 7-6-48. Moe Racing Club scoreboard at 15.5-minute mark of the second quarter.
All right, ball to be brought back into play by Jackson Williams. Goes short, finds that player in Chug. That distinctive long sleeve jumper and beautiful left leg. Goes towards the outer side, and Wonthaggi again surged forward with a bit of method, but it's cut off nicely. And Moe through Brock Smith will try to set something up again to halt to go backward. The part-time ruckman plays on, a risky move, but he's good enough. Kicks long. It's a one-on-one contest. Front of the pack. Good strong mark. Front of the pack goes the way of Sparks. He's been good. Plays on. Comes to the right half forward flank. Blair at the back. Oh, geez. Good finger tipper by Shields. Just took Blair out of it, but a handball over the top went searching for Lewis. Eden cut it off. And they come grandstand side. Here we go. Morrow. Just forward of left half back flank. Plays on. Kicks to around about centre half forward too, where Prowse is the target. Got hands to the ball, couldn't take the mark. Chug at ground level, chips ever so cleverly over the top and finds a teammate in Kyle. Is it Jon?
Jon.
They play on now from centre half forward. Gee, look at this. Look at this, if you don't mind. Tiziani found McInnes, and McInnes has got the opportunity to bring up his third.
They're so good at playing forward, Wonthaggi. They have been today anyway. Definitely. Once they've got the ball, they've turned and moved, and they've always had a player forward, either loose or on the move. And they broke it up. It was exactly the way Crocker had it originally down the other end, and he missed it. McGinnis was in a perfect spot, perfect lead, perfect kick. Let's see if he can finish it off.
All right, so McGinnis now. Kick from 40 metres. He's got every opportunity to bring up his third of the afternoon off the boot. Pushes it right. The wind brings it back. He's got his third good effort. And that score now gets Wonthaggi out to their biggest lead of the day.
Well, it must have been just a corker that he had before, because he looked like he'd been shot. And it's a great to see him back on the ground, because the Power definitely need that focal point up forward as well. But again, I'll rephrase again that running forward of the ball the way Wonthaggi have, it's because there's no one on them. They've been able to do that without any pressure. So the Lions need to know now it's one-on-one, or their skill level's got to get a lot better if they're going to do anything to get themselves back within a sniff of this game.
51-point margin in Wonthaggi's favour. Halfway through the second quarter, Moe Racing Club scoreboard, the Power 8-6-54, leading Moe 3 behinds, 3 points.
The Moe Cup has a new date, Sunday the 16th of November. Tickets and packages on sale now. Ball goes back into the middle. Sean got the tap down. Coming through, though, was Wood, as he's done for many years. Sends the ball inside 50. Prowse over the back.
Good mark.
Contested mark, 3 deep. Does well.
I'm still not confident.
No, I'm not.
I'm not confident. Nothing against him.
No, it's just the way it's been at the moment. We've gone 18 and a half minutes here in the second quarter, and the Lions are still to register a single goal. It's going to be Prowse. Left goal post is where it needs to start and allow it to come back. from 45 on its way.
No.
It's a terrible kick.
No.
It's a terrible kick.
That's poo.
Out of bounds on the full.
That is absolute crap.
Out of bounds on the full. And we know we said
You'd waste toilet paper on that. That'd be absolute. That's crap.
Well, we said what were the Lions going to bring today? And to be honest, they haven't brought much so far. As Williams is going to bring the ball in, send it on its way. 3 up, 4 up, over the back. Brock Smith 1-2 wasn't able to get there. It's going to come out to Yarn. He's wrapped up straight away in a strong tackle. And we'll have a ball up in front of the commentary box here, Gippsland Live. You're listening on TRFM. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday afternoon.
All right, Big Ryan will contest the ruck for Moe. When neither player got a tap to it, Danaher's right foot kick was smothered. Lewis came up with the ball. He comes out with the ball, and he can't get past Shields, who thumps it forward 5 metres for Moe before the ball spills over the boundary line. Left half forward flank.
Just don't want the Wonthaggi players to know what the current scores are across the league, thanks to Gippsland, Harvey Norman Gippsland Furniture. And it's Warrigal 5-6-36. They take a big lead now against Druin 1-1-7. And Morwell 9-4-58. They lead Bairnsdale 4-1-25.
All right, so both those sides not doing the part for Wonthaggi as they go forward through rock, top of the square. What's happened? Free kick behind play?
Free kick and at the contest, and no advantage was paid.
All right, so Ryan will get that kick after contesting the ruck. A little bit of room to move. He kicks to the top of the square. 50-50 ball. Prowse comes in, thump from behind. Nicely done. They clear the area. They do it through Gilmore. And now the race between Lewis and Shields, both of whom have got plenty of pace, but neither of whom can beat the ball to the boundary.
That'd be a good half-time sprint, those two.
Yeah, they move pretty quick, don't they? So 20 minutes gone to the second quarter. It's all one-way traffic in a big way. As Moe go forward, Danaher kicks around the body. Caught behind the ball. Free kick will go the way of Chug for Wonthaggi in the last line of defence for him.
The Mullering Racing Club, a big calendar of racing this season. Sneak peek at some of the dates. They're looking great. Young members, listen up. Things have got a little bit more exciting with the new young members enclosure that has just opened.
All right, so a bad kick, but they've got the numbers as Anastasio takes the ball, runs 20, changes patterns and finds a teammate in Patterson. He runs from the wing and goes towards. He went looking for Blair, but Gatpan cut it off. Wasn't certain that there wasn't pressure around him and thumped the ball over the boundary line when he could have taken the mark. But that's what all the good pressure has paid for Wonthaggi. For the previous 45 minutes, it has Moe second-guessing what's around them when they're approaching the ball. You see it in front of goals and you're seeing it around the ground at the moment. They just need some of their experienced players to get up, settle this side down and start to reel Wonthaggi back in.
Young Ryan got the tap down there. Anastasio put his head over the ball. Sparks, he's wrapped up in a tackle by Rock. And we'll have another ball up. Thanks to Gippsland Isuzu, the all-new Isuzu MUX available at Gippsland Isuzu Ute. Paul Carter, Anastasio's stats so far?
He had 6 in the first, another 4 this quarter, so he's on 10.
He's been good. Tap comes down. Danaher's first 2 at Sparks. They scrap for it. Danaher gets a handball out, does well. Ends up with Rock. He's taken high. Going to be a free kick to the Lions. True centre wing. Lockie Rock.
Well, Moe won the clearances 10.
Oh, and that should be 50. Absolutely should be 50. Williams threw it down at the ground. Going to come back inboard. Prowse from 4 deep. Chug came in with the big left hands. But over the back, it's going to end up with Paholke. He dances around 1, dances around 2. Handball. Balfour wrapped up in a strong tackle. No prize, said the umpire. And I'll have a ball up. Inside 50 for the Lions. Hopefully they can trouble the goal scorer here in a second. But it's going to be Prowse. It gets over the top of handball came out there. That was Brown. Handball out, coming through, getting hands on it there is Paholke. Throws it on the left foot, just puts it in front of Crocker. 1-2. Play on, does well. Bends around, comes it off on the left boot. Throws it on.
And missed.
And misses through for a minor score.
That's not like him. That's not like him at all. He'd do that 99 times out of 100 and finish that off.
Moe are now 4 behind 4 points, trailing Wonthaggi by a neat 50 points. 8-6-54. Moe Racing Club scoreboard. We've played 23 minutes of the second quarter.
So if you look at the scoreboard while you're at the ground, you'd think it was 0-4 play 0-6. It's not. It's a big lead to the visiting side. The ball brought back into play. Sim, ground level, takes ball. He's taken in turn by a strong Cornelis tackle. And the umpire will eventually ball this one up again. So left half forward flank. Moe into attack. Second quarter, 23.5 minutes gone. Ryan beaten to it by Mobilius. Ground level. Good handball. It came from Patterson. And then on the end of it, he Sparks. Runs himself into trouble. Lewis does much the same. He's good enough to give it back to Sparks, though. Sparks, the look-away handball to his teammate in Dawson, who was involved earlier as well. Has one bounce, straightens up, thinks about what he's going to do. He won't run down, but quickly got rid of the kick. And towards the outer side of the ground, Schultz has the ball. It goes towards the outer ground, and Blair, who's presented and done nicely, turned. He finds a teammate at left half forward flank. That teammate possibly shown. It's cut off, though. Goes back to Blair. On edge, a kick around the body into open space, but Moe dominate that open space at the moment and will clear the area. The kick, sloppy, opens the door for Wonthaggi to take advantage. They might get a shot on goal. Top, kick over the top, a handball over the top, I should say, by Chug. Finds a teammate who in turn was found by two Moe defenders and taken the ground ball, and all 15 metres from Wonthaggi's goals.
Ruckman are going to go up. Sean over the top, got the tap down, running through, throwing it on the boot. We've got a goalkeeper there in Paxton, and he's just going to run that through for a minor score.
Wonthaggi out to a 51-point lead now. They are 8-7-55, leading Moe 4 behind, 4 points.
Just the quick scores in the Gippsland Football League, thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture, Gippsland Yanar, 7-4-46. They lead Ballara at 6-3-39. So a 7-point lead there to the Pies.
Running through his Shields through the middle, but his kick's cut off there by Moresco. He's going to come out wide to Yarn, who gets closed down well by Belfer. Wrapped up in the strong tackle there is Morrow. And they're going to have a ball up. In front of the Wonthaggi Powers coach's box here. Funny, in the first quarter we had 7 goals kicked. Second quarter we've had 1. Still 1, and the Lions are still goalless here. We've gone 25 minutes in the second quarter. Lindsay to Anastasio. Does well, stops, props, went right, then came back into his left, and great kick. Finds Cornelius. He's got Jared Blair over the top if he wants him. He doesn't. He goes out wide looking for McGuinness, who I reckon's a step behind where he'd like to be. He went right, then went left, then went back on his right. Great smother there by Shields. Throws it on the boot, though, does McGuinness. Squares the ball, looking for Blair. Isn't going to be there, and it's going to be a free kick, and it's going to go to Harry Pepper. I tell you, Shields has been great.
He has been great. As Pepper plays on, probably one of the better players in the ground, Shields, and that's in a side that's trailing by nearly 10 goals. Half-back flank, Moe go forward now, but front of the pack. They've just got all the right players in the right spots at the moment, this Wonthaggi side. And the outer side of the ground, they just consider their options again. A long option is the way they go. Probably not the best option, though, because the easiest of marks has been taken. And that was taken by Paxton. So Paxton, in no rush to release this ball. 26.5 minutes gone, only 1 goal scored. So
big moment for the Moe Bowling Club. Will the Lions score one before half-time? At the way they're going, it's not looking likely.
No, but just as you say that, you know what happens. Wood grabs the ball. No, he's cut off. Anastasio dances around, pirouettes, blind turns, dances, plays a bit of hopscotch even, and then he gets rid of the ball. Nicely done. They go from outside 50, over the top. Is that Blair? He's going to kick one around the body. Can he convert? He hits the right post. Nearly made something out of nothing, did Blair. He hit the goalpost, and Shields will bring this back into play for Moe.
Yeah, he will. Shields, absolutely. He's, as we've said before, been one of the best players on the ground. Has been down in his back line a fair bit, but as his kick comes in, he's just turned the ball over to Yarn on the 50. He's got some hands pointing everywhere. He tries to centre the ball, was cut off there, got the hand in there, ends up with Sim to Dykstra, the gap pan, and there it is, half-time. Well, I know we predicted that the Lions might not be at their best with their 8 outs today, but who would have thought they would go into half-time without a goal? It is the Wonthaggi Power, 8-8-56, leading by 52 points against the Moe Lions. They're on 0 goals, 4 points. It's all thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland. Trade in and save today. Best brands, best range, best prices guaranteed.
Running a small business can sometimes feel like a full-on marathon. You get the analogy. But you don't have to go it alone. Thanks. You're connected to a community who've always got your back. Yes. And now, with 24/7 support, local business experts, and an award-winning network, so has Optus.
There you go.
Oh, Liam, you're a legend.
When it comes to small business, we're all in.
A new standard of family living is coming to Gippsland. Virtue Home's new display home, the Marshall 28, is open now in Traralgon. The Marshall 28 is perfect for families and couples seeking a fresh, innovative home, thoughtfully designed to evolve with you with a light and airy feel. You can rest easy knowing it's built by the award-winning team at Virtue Homes. The new Marshall 28 display home, open now on Marshalls Road in Traralgon. Visit virtuehomes.com.au for more info. CDBU 48113.
It's time to take a look at the top 5 goals of the week. Number 1, a Clay Quirk from Druin here. A fantastic job in the ruck, dribbling that one through. Got the big bounce as well to go over the head of the defenders. Fantastic stuff. Number 2, Rory Nettle here from Warragul. A fantastic rove at the foot of the pack. He just dribbles this home and it goes straight through the defenders. Bowled them clean.
Through the legs, it's called a nutmeg in today's world. Straight through Haywood's legs.
Number 3, Joshua Glare here from Morwell. Some good teamwork. They rebound across half back. Josh is going to pick up the footy here, if eventually does, and just slams it on the left. But this is the unbelievable bit. Look at it turn, and then it goes all the way home. Disbelief in the end, but a great goal. Number 4, Tom Blenheim here from Bairnsdale. All class this. He was just waiting for the hand pass receive right on the paint of the boundary line. And left foot just caresses that in ever so nicely. That is just all class. Number 5, Trent Baldy here from Moe. It was a must-win game for the boys on the weekend to keep their finals hopes alive. This one late in the 4th term just sealed the deal for them, and just selling a bit of candy and threading it home. A fantastic goal.
Makes no mistake. 23-minute mark, this game is done. Trent Baldy's got one, and the Lions are going to come to Western Park and take away 4 points.
behind a little bit, and I thought he might have just had that forward thought, because we know him as a forward as well. He went for the mark rather than the spoil. So the lead was good though too, but he's deep in the pocket. Tough pocket here at Moe.
It is left pocket here. He's going to come in. Crocker looking for Moe's first one. Sends it on its way. It's not going to get there. It's going to come across the line. They're going to rush it through. It is, and it's through for a minor score.
Moe 5 behinds 5 points, trailing Wonthaggi by 51 points. The Power are 88.56, and that's on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard.
All right, Jackson Williams to bring the ball back into play for Wonthaggi. His side has been excellent in the first 60 minutes. He goes short. Finds Schultz, defensive 50. He's got a target 2 in Gilmore. 3 kicks from still inside the defensive 50. Moe have zoned up behind the ball just to put a bit more pressure on, but they're equal to the task. The lead by Lindsay was good. The kick equally as good to find Lindsay. Just short of left half back flank. Now in front of the can bar, kicks along the line. The target is Bray. Bray was hit by 3 Lions. You could say a pride of Lions. They were all over Bray, and the ball came to ground and over the boundary line. So
it's like an English school today. Like, it's just everyone just settle down, right? Just even allergies.
As we know, a rolling stone gathers no moss, and too many cooks
Spoil the broth. Mobilia takes it out of the ruck, sends it forward. It was Young was there. Lewis was in front. Blackshaw's going to be first back to the ball, but Lewis has made up about 15 ground. Tackle and hold in the back of the day. I tell you. If we had a Zambrero tackle of the day, which we don't have,
but we can still
make
do
one
it.
up.
He might go from here.
He might. He's going to centre the ball coming through over the far side. There is Jai Williams. He takes the mark.
That's a tough kick for Jai Williams for a start. He nearly killed him.
He's nearly knocked himself out.
I nearly swallowed the footy while he's tried to mark it.
How good was the tackle there?
But the tackle was
Lewis.
brilliant.
He started about 15
Absolutely
metres behind,
brilliant.
chased him down, and then his team play centred the ball. And Jai Williams is taking the mark about 15 out. He's on about a 60-degree angle. He's just got to get rid of all the grass that was in his mouth when he took the mark.
And the footy, the leather, the shoelaces, his jocks.
Not sure if he's seeing 1, 2, or 3 sets of goalposts here. He's going to come in, tight angle,
step around,
start the Power on their way, but no, makes no mistake. Straight through the middle does Jai Williams, and there is goal number 9 for the Power.
Yeah, good finish then as well. That's inside forward pressure again, but they got hurt on transition, so the turnover goals must be hurting them today, and Paul Carter will give us that stat shortly, but right now we know obviously some of that score level is going to be from turnovers, but I reckon a majority could be from it. They're getting hurt on the outside. It was great work and a great finish there by Williams.
Wonthaggi now kicked 6 goals, 5 from turnovers, Boxer, as they've gone to a 57-point lead on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard, 9-8-62, leading Moe 5 behinds 5 points.
All right, ball to be thrown back in the centre. Prowse has been thrown into the ruck. Coming through is Danaher. Gives ground to Pepper. Pepper gives to Wood. Wood, from a standing start, half-back flank, kicks long to half-forward flank. Ball spills to the front. Belfer fights hard. Grand level. They've got the numbers. Nicely done. Harvey gives ground, keeps possession, and off they go again. This time Gilmore. And look at the run they've got grandstand side. The last player to kick the goal was Williams, and now he's got a chance to find a teammate who tried to grab the ball on his chest, and in doing so let the opponent thump the ball from behind.
It was a good lead by Sean as well. It's just that the inexperience kicked in as well. He had the front position on his opponent. He had him. It was back to back, so he needed to mark it out with his hands, not on his chest.
Mobilia front position. Got the tap down there. Sparks, quick handball out. Lindsay comes it out there and he finds that man in Lewis. The speed, dumps the ball inside 50. 1-on-1 contest. McGuinness gets rid of Blackshaw. Oh, ball bounces the wrong way for McGuinness. He does well though, traps it inside. He's wrapped up straight away by the Moe defence, and we'll have a ball up about 15 metres around from the Moe goal.
Where's this young Lewis been before?
I'm not sure.
Oh, wow, this guy is
exciting to watch.
Full of energy. He's great to watch.
Sean over the top there, got the tap down. Clearing kick comes out there. The Lions are going to dump it out. First to the ball is going to be there in Cade Brown, but it doesn't sit for him. It goes over the boundary line. And we'll have a boundary throw in.
And I'm watching now from the back end, the defensive side of Moe. They're all just jogging up to the contest, not even making any sort of effort to get up there. So the energy levels need to pick up now from the Lions if they're going to put a little bit more respectability back into this scoreboard.
Yeah, you saw it early in this quarter, but then she's dropped pretty quickly as Mobilia takes the ball out of the
much better
boundary throw-in, and this time Schoen learnt from the mistake previously and what Nick Lucchino highlighted. He took the ball out in front, arms stretched out, and gave his opponent no chance. Sparks from outside 50, kicks to the corridor, got hands to it, he did. That's Cage Patterson, couldn't take the ball, but holds it in nicely. 30 metres from the Wonthaggi goals. Kicking to the scoreboard end, the left of your radio as we watch it. And the margin is a big one. At half-time, it was something like 52 points. It's a bit bigger than that now, but only by a goal or so as Moe cleared the area. Pepper, was he held without the ball? The umpire says, pop, I saw it. And Pepper will take the ball.
He yelled it out.
Good call,
Poppy.
Pop.
Good call, Pop. And do you reckon I should give
And
him
a
50? Yes, I think you should. And he does. And Pepper now runs his full 50, takes the
Good
bounce.
50.
No one on the mark. Draws the player, gives it off to Paholke. Left foot, top of the square. Crocker got rid of one opponent. Couldn't get rid of his second. And that second was Gilmore.
Gilmore, great mark going back with the flight of the ball there. He goes out wide and finds
50-metre penalty against Crocker. I'd suggest. Could be Holt. 1 sec. The umpire will call this back in a minute.
Yep, the Power are looking to play on, but it's going to be 50.
And another 50 or not?
No, just the one.
You sure?
Just a quick score around the grounds. Thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture. It's only 150. Just relax, everybody.
Geez, it's a big 50 then.
Traff 7-3-45. They lead Long Worry 6-4-40 at 3 in the third quarter.
Gilmore's given himself 50, and his kick just goes to Sparks. He had about 50 metres between him and the man on the mark.
Yeah.
Dawson's calling for it. Spark right in the middle of the ground. His kick comes out wide. It's a great kick to Schultz. He got to get out of the way there. He's going out on the wide lead here. Blair, great mark. He looks to play on quickly. He's going to dump it in short. Great kick. Great mark, McInnes.
Jeez.
I tell you.
He's pretty happy with himself, Blair.
Absolutely do. He gave himself a high five.
Yeah, he did too. But it was good vision from the centre to find Schultz. Schultz was steady. Blair used his body beautifully, played on quickly, delivered the ball beautifully, and now all he has to do is finish.
This is what happens when you play flat-footed footy, okay? So they're getting caught forward of the ball. Flat-footed footy.
Flat-footed footy. I'm not sure what you said then for a second. McInnes going to come in for goal number 4. Puts it on its way.
Bang.
Goal umpire doesn't move and says, there's 2 fingers and that's another goal.
Yeah, I can... Well, obviously you'd have to be a bit of an Einstein to work out. I think the game's done unless Moe can pull a rabbit out of their hat. But right now, the footy that Wonthaggi's playing is great. But at the same time, Moe, you just have to go back to the drawing board here, play one-on-one footy right now, because at the moment they're getting killed in every avenue. It's because they're getting caught off the ball and they're running forward of the footy, Wonthaggi, and they're just getting caught out. And I'm not going to call it laziness. It's just called they're running hard at it.
63 points is the margin, 8 minutes into the third quarter. Wonthaggi 10-8-68, leading Moe 5 behind 5 points. That's on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard.
And we talked about the importance of a win, but maybe percentage does come into play if we start to get to the 15 or plus goal region. At the moment, as you said, it's 10 plus goals.
Well, I can tell you right now, Moore's doing them a favour as well. And no favours, I should say. 11-4-70 to Bairnsdale 5-2-32.
Everyone from Wonthaggi that was just listening
They just had a heart attack.
Box has just gone, sorry, hang on.
You know what I do?
Yeah, Mobilia got the tap down. Sparks. Free kick's going to go to Mobilia.
Just like to keep people thinking, that's all. I just want to make sure people are listening.
Take a trip to McDonald Land today and try the new McDonald Land meal with one of 6 collectible souvenirs. Comes out wide to Yarn. He delivers a ball in forward. Great kick over the top. Shields does well, gets the fist in there. The big fella Ryan's got to bend down. He can't quite get down there. Shields got the handball out. Eden. Handball then comes from Rock going out wide to Pepper. But sits for him, it does as well. McInnes, that groin that he was no good with is all good again. And the ball goes out of bounds.
He seriously looked shot when he came off the ground, didn't he? He definitely looked like he was gone and the season was over and he was dejected, and now he's just sprinted that hard.
I expected him to make an announcement at half-time to his team that his career was finished.
I'm done. I'm finished.
Ryan from over the back got the tap down there. Ends up with Patterson. He throws the ball on the boot. Coming over the back. Oh, Brock Smith. Couldn't quite bring it down, but Cornelius got the kick forward, though. Stubbed his toes as he tried to kick it coming through. Anastasio on the outside of the right. Boots! True for a minor score.
He kicks that. It would have been the Zambrero goal of the day. We've still got 2 contenders from Wonthaggi, I believe, so far. Well, we've got none from Moe, so that's a pretty easy one. They're all from Wonthaggi right now.
Wonthaggi leading by 64 points. We're at the 10-minute mark of the third.
Well, we don't have Sombrero point of the day, do we?
No, it was a big call from you, Nick Boxalacino.
Thank you. Oh, he's just pushed him.
Yeah, absolutely. Free kick there. He goes against Holt, and it's going to be with Harvey. He's going to take the free kick.
Looked like he was going for a gold medal dive at the Olympics, that one. So
centre half forward plays on quickly. He's got the leading player in Chug out the back. In fact, it was McGuinness. He's taken out of the equation momentarily. Lewis, well, he can make something out of nothing. Kick around the body from Sparks. Top of
He's
the
done
square.
it.
That is a contender. There you have it. The leading contender of the afternoon, Ryan Sparks from the boundary.
he was our second contender. Now he's our third contender. So he's just about got this in the bag unless something miraculously happens. That's it. That's all I got to say.
Margin is right on 70 points at the moment at the 11-minute mark of the third quarter. The McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard, Wonthaggi 11-9-75. Moe still goalless, 5 behind 5 points.
I meant to say miraculously.
We've had good English, Boxer, from everyone else apart from you today.
But it's too hot in here.
It is too hot in here, isn't it? Where's the air
Open the window.
Oh,
we can't.
Ryan over the top, gets a tap down there, but it's going to come to Sparks. Sparks, there's that man Lewis. He puts on the afterburners from 45. Oh, he's sprayed it. He is completely sprayed it, and that's nearly ended up into the Moe Town Centre. But gee, I tell you, there's some excitement in him, isn't there, Boxer?
I tell you what, there is very exciting to watch, and don't know where he's been hiding, but whatever they do, they need to lock him in for next year because he's got a lot of excitement written all over him, that young fella. Let me talk to you about Warragul's game too, thanks to Harvey Norman Gippsland Furniture. 11-6-72 now, Warragul to Druin 6-3-39.
Best on ground, thanks to Gippsland Isuzu. Paul Carter, Ryan Sparks stats.
He's had another 5 already, 23, is that?
23. Shields in the back pocket for the Lions. Going to bring the ball out and out there and find on the Blackshaw, but it was touched off the boot. Said the umpire, wrapped up in a strong tackle. Geez, the pressure has been good from the Power all day. They haven't let it up as they put the ball inside 50. Going to be in front was Cornelius, couldn't quite take the mark. Maslin was first there, throws the ball onto the boot for the Lions to try and clear it. In front position was Ryan Dawson. He can't just pick it up, gets the handball out though, ends up with Blair. Back to Mobilia. Mobilia handball across to Dawson. He's got Dykstra on him, but fends off, throws it onto the left boot. Gapin's in front, but it's then going to be a strong relieving mark there in the back line to Danaher for the Lions.
So Danaher plays on, comes to grandstand side where his teammate there in Brock Smith has the ball. He in turn is searching for but not finding a teammate around about the half back line. That teammate
Morrow,
but he was spoiled by Chug.
I tell you, Chug, for a little guy, or a little-ish guy, I tell you, he's got a good fist on him, doesn't he?
No, there's a difference between little-ish, right? Mirror for you, Chug for him, right?
Big Ryan got the tap down, finds a teammate, that teammate being Dykstra, and now from the half back line. They just, again, can't bust the pack, and
Sparks again.
The Sparks tackle was rewarded with a free kick. Left half forward flank. He plays on quickly. The lead's on. Can he find the player? Blair, of course he can. They've done it all day. Blair led beautifully, uses his body exceptionally, and the experience pays off. Blair, he's led this side beautifully again today.
Not just saying Blair, but haven't we got some great players in the Gippsland League? I know it's an easy statement to make, but when you watch the kick from Sparks there to Blair, that's just perfect.
So Blair will maybe open his goals up or not. No, he's backing himself in from a standing start. And if you don't mind, it's a dozen goals for Wonthaggi at the 14-minute mark of this third quarter.
Yeah, I'm shaking my head. I just can't believe what we're watching this afternoon because the Power, they've brought it all. And you can see with Sparks' work, he can just bring the ball inside 50, catch everybody napping. And the lead was perfect from the smallest bloke on the ground. He was out in the front and marked well. So, again, taken to the sword every single time. You just got to make sure that you can actually be accountable for your opponent.
Margin is 76 points halfway through the third quarter. Wonthaggi on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard, 12-9-81, leading Moe 5 behind 5 points.
Shone over the top, wasn't able to get anything there as Sparks is wrapped up straight away. Thanks to Kappa Country, helping dreams become a reality since 1981. Boxer, what's that breeze doing at the moment?
Yeah, well, it looks like it's probably still at the same as what we saw at quarter time. So there's definitely an advantage to that scoreboard end. But they're just, at the moment, Wonthaggi are just doing it so much better.
Free kick went to Danaher in the centre of the ground. Williams off 2 feet at the front. Prowse went 1, 2, 3. Murray got in his way, but he was good enough to get the handball across to Balfour. He swings it around on the left boot. Everyone lets it bounce. Holt gets out of one tackle, throws it on the boot. There is the young fella in Maroney.
Oh, they've done
And the Lions have eventually got their first goal of the day, 15 minutes into the third quarter.
Well, just what they needed is an understatement, but at the same time, they just need that little bit of uplift in the game at the moment too, right now, because, look, I think by the sound of it and by the look of it, I should say, by the look of it, they've thrown a few magnets on the board around and they've made a few changes, especially through their midfield and their half-forward line as well, the line. So hopefully these sort of changes might help them finish off the quarter a lot better than what they have been so far this quarter.
1-5-11, Moe, finally on the board, 70 points in arrears of Wonthaggi, 12-9-81. McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard, almost 16 minutes played, third quarter.
All right, the young Judson Ryan will have the height advantage and he's probably beaten the ball though, although Wood, his teammate, grabbed it, cleared it and threatens the forward 50 of Moe. Big thump from behind, front of the pack. They've got the numbers there, Moe. But the umpire agrees that the spark tackle gave him no opportunity to get rid of the ball. And so Ryan again will do battle in the ruck. This time he gets a tap down. Danaher, kick smothered off the boot, still inside forward 50. Prowse bent down, couldn't pick it up. Nicely done it was by Yon, and he in turn was tackled. 45 metres from Moe's goals. 16 and a half minutes, third quarter. All Wonthaggi's game for all of the day. As they go forward again, they've got the numbers around the ball. They use the ball beautifully. Sparks opens up the door. They can just about walk this one in. And from 45 metres, the kick from Tiziani. Did it get a tap on it from the Moe defender? Tiziani says, no, Poppy didn't. You can see that. And he goals. Tiziani gets his first and his side's 13th, if you don't mind.
We encourage people, if they love the game of footy, go and watch the video of this game later on and see how you play forward footy at its best, because right now Wonthaggi are showing us exactly how to do it and they're doing it beautifully. Just their transition footy again. Turnover, they made them pay. The ball was moved forward. They had a spare again. He had plenty of room. I think he would have ran, 20 or 30 metres, fellas, before he kicked that goal as well. So they're getting put to the sword because they've been a bit flat-footed, the Lions.
Ryan goes up to the top there, gets a tap down. He's been good, but who's going to come out of within there? It's going to be a free kick, and it's going to end up in the hands there of Danaher. Danaher is the power lead by 76 points. Puts that left boot into it, puts it inside 50. Prowse, strong contested mark. 40 metres out, which they haven't done enough of today. Get it into the big fella, because at the end of the day, they don't get any smaller as the day goes on.
Looks like he got his head caught in his jumper.
He puts the ball out front of Crocker there, coming out. Bray goes over the top, gets the handball there, tapping it along the boundary line. Ends up being in the power. He's taken too long. It's going to be a free kick.
Is it
holding the ball?
Sorry, Timmy. Is it one of those things now that Moe just say, let's just put Crocker on the ball, give him a bit of a run around up the top of the ground, because right now he's being starved of opportunities, even though he's having a shot now. But maybe make some changes so players can get a touch of the footy.
Crocker spins it round over the left shoulder. Goal.
Gets one first.
So that's a good finish there by Crocker as well. It was a good run down too. The pressure inside forward 50 was the best I've seen them do this afternoon. But again, it's only too far in between in regards to where it is at the minute. But again, make those changes if you have to. I believe you can, just to give some players a little bit of a touch of the footy.
And it's now back to 70 points, the margin, and in Wonthaggi's favour. They are 13-9-87, leading Moe 2-5-17. This is on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. We've played 19 minutes of the third quarter.
Moresco probably thought he had a bit more time there based on the pressure that's been applied so far today. The young fellas go up to it. Sean got the tap down. No one's able to get it clear out of there. Sparks is wrapped up. We'll have another ball up.
Should have wore shorts today.
Jesus Christ. And a singlet and put the sunscreen on. Ruckman will go at it again. Sean did well. Anastasio gets it on there. Lewis tries to tap it in front of him. He does well. Follows it up. Good, strong tackle against Rock there.
I just saw some really nice play then from Lewis then too. Good footy brain, because he missed the first opportunity. Player in between, but he still was good enough to get around to get another tackle on. So great play.
Sean did well. Wrapped up straight away though. Is Dawson.
AFL scores, Timmy, thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture, Gippsland, and it's 2 minutes to go in the last quarter, and it's 17-10, 112, the Crows to North Melbourne, 14-10, 94.
Sean got the tap down. Woods first got a hands onto it, but it's Lewis. He's wrapped up in another tackle. We'll have another ball up. Poppy. Your go.
I'll have a go at it. There we go. 20 goals is the margin that Wonthaggi be searching for, or 100 points at least, as Wood gets a quick kick from the pack. Can he find a teammate? He can't. Rove nicely. Wonthaggi got the numbers. It was a quick little handball, look-away handball by Schultz, but he put Gilmore under pressure, and he was tackled, but fairly, and the umpire will take control. Just threatening the Moe centre-half forward area. Moe have kicked 2 goals for the day, and both of those have come in the last 5 minutes of this third quarter. Again, the umpire will take control. No, he's picked out a free kick from that group of players, and Wood, who would be of no surprise, it was on the bottom of that pack. Crocker's provided the lead. He goes in that direction. Crocker tries to get rid of his opponent, waits out the back. Now he needs the ball to fall in his hands, and it does, but he in turn is tackled, and he's been called holding the ball as a consequence of a pretty good Jackson Williams tackle.
He just tried to take on one too many there, did Crocker.
Williams goes short. Finds Schultz.
No, nothing.
They've won every quarter, Wonthaggi, and they've won every quarter reasonably comfortably. Well, the second quarter, maybe not, but they did score more. Free kick again will go the way of Shields. Free kick given away it was from Lindsay. So Shields, not a lot of obvious options there, but just sort of kicks it to the tall timber of Prowse, who got hands to it. Couldn't quite drag it in. Tackle laid by Rock, holds the ball in the Moe forward 50 area. So it's about 40 metres from Moe's goals on a 45-degree angle in front of the can bar here at Moe. Prowse goes to Wood. Wood tries to get past a defender. Can't. Quick kick from a standing start. Top of the square. Crockett taken out of it. Nicely too by Williams, who is happy to concede the ball over the boundary line.
Probably I'll quickly go around the grounds thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland. In the Gippsland League, it's Morwell 12-4-76. They lead Bairnsdale 6-2-38. And Warragul 11-7-73 to Druin 6-3-39.
Short throw-in, but Prowse is quick enough, takes it out of the ruck, throws it on the boot, and that is a Zambrero goal of the day contender by the big fella.
Yeah, definitely a contender there, and their third goal for the quarter, which is probably a little bit more, puts a little bit more respectability back into the scoreboard as well. You'd nearly say the game is done, but you never say never, I guess, but it'd be absolutely big miracles. And we've seen miracles happen here before, haven't we? Paul Carter at Ted Summerton Reserve in the past, but I don't know if they're going to be able to do it this afternoon.
We saw Wonthaggi run over Sale in a preliminary final about 10 or 12 years ago, coming from about 45 points down. It's 64 points the margin at this stage in Wonthaggi's favour. We played 22, almost 23 minutes of the third quarter on McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard.
The Lions with the last 2 goals of this third quarter. Mobilia takes front position, gets the tap down, but it's Wood. He's wrapped up in a strong tackle by Sparks, and we'll have another ball up. Thanks to McDonald's Gippsland. You can take a trip to McDonald Land today and try a new McDonald meal.
Land.
Boxer's got 5 of the 6 are collectibles. He's just got one more to go. Dawson gets the handball out to Sparks. His kick out in front, looking for Chug. He's not going to be first 2 there, but good pressure, and it ends up with Yarn, but he's held on to the tackle too long there was Chug. And a free kick's going to end up there in the hands of Rock. Going to go back in on the 45. The kick's just a little bit high, but ends up well with Weir. Weir on that left boot, sends the ball inside 50. Prowse got front position, takes that mark. He's going to play on quickly. He does. He sends the ball inside 50. Holt to the back, does well, pushes a player out of the way with just strong body work. And Holt with the long sleeves will look for goal number 4 for the Lions in this quarter after not troubling the scorers in the first half.
A big chance here now for them to, like I said, they've put a little bit back into the, injected a little bit back in the scoreboard, and we've played now nearly 24 and a half minutes in this third quarter. A couple more might just give them a bit of a sniff with the scoring end, you'd think, if he kicks it.
Holt comes in for about 35. He's going to be slightest of angles, slow approach, puts it on its way. He sneaks it in.
Nice work.
For goal number 4 of the quarter for the Lions.
Yeah, I don't mind the move too to Holt forward as well. Just stretches the defence of the power. And it's something they can look at now for coming into this last quarter as well. They just need to get on top of that midfield. If they get on top of that midfield, push that ball forward, one-on-one's going to be really hard, and these taller players don't get any shorter, like you said, Timmy. Only you get shorter as the day goes on, mate. So this is how it goes.
Holt's goal brings it the margin back under 10 goals. A 58-point margin in Wonthaggi's favour on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. Wonthaggi a 13.987. Moe now up to 4.529.
A boxer around the grounds thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland. Make this Father's Day one to remember. Head in store for unbeatable deals.
Mid-Gippsland Football League elimination final today, and it is Yanar 12-7-79. They lead Ballara 8-6-54.
Ball thrown back up, and Billy are back in the ruck and winning the free kick. In fact, it's Dawson who won the free kick. Milbilia in the ruck. Dawson plays on. Comes grandstand side where he searches for Yawn. Grabs that player. He looks forward. They're wanting just to claw a couple of goals back here. Gee, the handball wasn't as good as you would have liked, but nevertheless, Gilmore will get on the end of it and quickly gets the kick away. And I reckon it's going to fall in the arms of his teammate. And I reckon that's Mobilia, is it?
Yep.
It is Mobilia.
Who takes the mark, and he'll kick from just outside 50. He plays on quickly, in fact, to Sparks, who thinks that McGuinness from the back could take the mark. He can't. He got hands to it. It goes over the boundary line. So at halftime, this game was like this: 0-4 to Moe and 8 goals, 8 to Wonthaggi. Moe have, however, added 4 goals, 1, their best quarter of the day by a long, long way. But Wonthaggi have kicked a handful as well. As the ball's brought back into play, this could be another goal for Wonthaggi. A quick kick from a standing start, and it's a nice little finish by Cage Patterson, who made something out of nothing. A left foot snap around the body, went higher than it did long, but still managed to get the distance required to get... Is that their 14th goal of the afternoon?
It certainly is. Taking him to 14.993 on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. That's Wonthaggi. A 64-point lead over Moe, who are 4.529 at the almost 27-minute mark of the third quarter.
You could have had a snooze and a cup of tea waiting for that ball to come down, and everyone was just standing there and waiting for it to see what was going to happen. And, for them, for Wonthaggi that is, it was a great finish.
Perfect finish, ball back into the middle. Ryan got the tap down. There's going to be a free kick, though, and it's going to go the way of Dawson. Gee, they've loved coming out this side. He goes to his lookalike in Cade Brown, both with the surfy hairstyles and the headbands. Gets around one, but he's wrapped up in the tackles. Does well with the handball. Mobilia, he's just going to dump the ball inside 50. McGuinness is going to have to come from behind here to get this one. Paxton does well in front. It's a race to the footy. Who's first to it? Oh, well done, Paxton. Kicked the ball off the ground. Goes out of bounds. About 55 around from the power goal.
How good's Isaac Chug's
pretty good too.
He goes well, and he knew what he wanted to do in that contest, and he peeled off 3 wide to make sure he supported his teammate. And this is the stuff that you don't see very often, and you've just got to make sure that people are rewarded for effort.
Short throw in. Yarn's going to be the first one to it if he can pick the thing up. He can't. It's just going to tap around there, wrapped up by Pepper. And he's going to be pinged for holding the ball. Thought he tried his hardest there with it. But anyway, Pepper's going to have the free kick. Comes out wide. He's going to into the position of Brown where he was first to it. Chug's there first. Couldn't quite contain it. But it is Prowse who gets the handball off to Dykstra. Dykstra finds Crocker.
I tell you, Crocker would love leading to Dykstra. He hit him beautifully in the second quarter. Hit him beautifully again. Honours the lead with a sweet little kick, Timmy, and you're right, Crocker's lead was a beauty.
So the mistake you could have made as a full forward has gone the other way for the left footer.
Leading to the leg,
so you led to the leg, and it was just a perfect kick there by Dykstra.
So Crocker comes in looking for his second of the day. Send it on its way. Oh, he's waited for the breeze, but he pushed it out too far. Through for another minor score for the Lions.
And it's 63 points the difference between the teams. 14.993 Wonthaggi. Moe now 4.630. McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. 29-minute mark of the third quarter.
Dine under the dome at the Mall Bowling Club. Grab a $25 pot and Palmer every Saturday night. The bistro is back open 7 days a week.
Jackson Williams to bring the ball back in for the visiting Wonthaggi side. Currently 6th on the Gippsland League ladder, needing a win to be in contention. At this stage, they may fall short by percentage. We'll keep you updated. Out the back there, I thought maybe a mark could have been paid by McGuinness. It wasn't. The umpire says play on and then takes control with a ball up. It's at the right half-forward flank. Moe kicking to the right of radio as we look at the game. Ground level, nicely done. Danaher, right leg, non-preferred, inside 50 again. Thump from behind from Wonthaggi. Keeps the ball in contention. The umpire's picked a free kick out. It's going to go the way of Belfer. So Belfer will kick right on the 50-metre line. It'll take one of his best. He's a neat little mover, though, and can be a goal kicker. The distance could be just a bit too much, but from 50, gives his all. Kicks to the top of the square, falls short by a couple of metres before it spills over the boundary line. Paul Carter for another score.
4-7-31, Moe now, 62 points in arrears of Wonthaggi, 14-9-93, all on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard.
Boxer, head in store for unbeatable deals and make Dad's day this Father's Day at Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland.
Woodside 12-9-81. They lead Hayfield 7-2-44 three-quarter time.
McGuinness got the hands in there, which would have been a mark for Ryan, over the boundary line in front of the can bar here at Moe. We ticked over 30 and a half minutes here in this third quarter. And the Power have put another 6 on, and the Lions have troubled them with 4 goals for the first time today. Mobilia, front position, does well, gets the handball out over the top. Anastasio is going to go on the left. No, he ends up with the handball to Lindsay. Back to Anastasio. He turns the afterburner on. Does well. Taps it to himself. Oh, but his handball. Blair went the wrong way. Paxton went the right way. And he kicks the ball down. But it's going to be taken by Jai Williams and cut off. He's going to go into the middle of the ground. It's a hospital kick. And young Weir comes over the top. Dykstra does well. Went around. He put it on his non-preferred on the right. And there's going to be Belfast down to take the mark. No, Sparks pushing it forward. Cornelius. Brock Smith comes in and says, I'm going to send this thing to the boundary line. And we'll have a boundary throw in front of the Wonthaggi Powers coach's bench here. And it is the Power currently leading by 62 points.
So more than a handful of goals kicked, close enough to 10 as Mobilia takes the ball from the ruck contest. 31 and a half minutes played. Kicks inside forward 50. Anastasio takes ball. He in turn is taken. Umpire wanted to call for holding the ball. He didn't. He got it out just in time and now kicks to a dangerous position. Sparks, in fact, it wasn't Sparks, it was Tiziani who was taken off the ball. Fairly, of course. Gatpan's there. Quick kick alleviates the problem for just a moment. And Lindsay now for Wonthaggi. The Power into attack and wanting to grab just one more before the three-quarter time siren goes. Gatpan marks nicely. Under pressure, kept his cool. And deep in defence, Gatpan for Moe takes the mark. Looks at his options. A couple of tired players out there by the looks, given the intensity he's been there for most of the day. Mobilia, he's been good today too, takes the mark. And there's the siren. He's going to have a go at it.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Would you let go of the torpedo from here? What are you thinking?
I would have kicked that drop punt from here back in the day. If you ask about my leg now, it'd be a torpedo.
Yes. Just to make it inside the forward 50.
Just to make it inside.
So Mobilia now from 55. No, he falls 20 metres short and 15 metres to the right. So three-quarter time it is, Timmy, and Wonthaggi continue there to build the margin they had.
Absolutely, it is. It's all thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland. You're listening to Gippsland Live on TRFM. Trade in and save today. Best brands, best range, best prices guaranteed.
Running a small business can sometimes feel like a full-on marathon. You get the analogy. But you don't have to go it alone. Thanks. You're connected to a community who've always got your back. Yes. Yes. And now, with 24/7 support, local business experts, and an award-winning network, so has Optus.
There you go.
Oh, Liam, you're a legend.
When it comes to small business, we're all in.
A new standard of family living is coming to Gippsland. Virtue Home's new display home, the Marshall 28, is open now in Terralgan. The Marshall 28 is perfect for families and couples seeking a fresh, innovative home, thoughtfully designed to evolve with you with a light and airy feel. You can rest easy knowing it's built by the award-winning team at Virtue Homes. The new Marshall 28 display home, open now on Marshalls Road in Traralgon. Visit virtuehomes.com.au for more info. CDBU
It's
48113.
time to take a look at the top 5 goals of the week. Number 1, Kai Quirk from Druin here. A fantastic job in the ruck, dribbling that one through. Got the big bounce as well to go over the head of the defenders. Fantastic stuff. Number 2, Rory Nettle here from Warragul. A fantastic rove at the foot of the pack. He just dribbles this home and it goes straight through the defenders. Bowled them clean.
Through the legs. It's called a nutmeg in today's world. Straight through Haywood's legs.
Number 3, Joshua Glare here from Morwell. Some good teamwork. They rebound across half back. Josh is going to pick up the footy here. If eventually does and just slams it on the left. But this is the unbelievable bit. Look at it turn and then it goes all the way home. Disbelief in the end, but a great goal. Number 4, Tom Blenheim here from Bairnsdale. All class this. He was just waiting for the hand pass receive right on the paint of the boundary line. And left foot just caresses that in ever so nicely. That is just all class. Number 5, Trent Baldy here from Moe. It was a must-win game for the boys on the weekend to keep their finals hopes alive. This one late in the 4th term just sealed the deal for them, and just selling a bit of candy and threading it home. A fantastic goal.
Makes no mistake. 23-minute mark. This game is done. Trent Baldy's got one. And the Lions are going to come to Western Park and take away 4 points. Down since about half time, the way it is, with the margin currently at 62 points. It is a Wonthaggi Power leading at three-quarter time, 14-9-93 to the Lions, who eventually kicked the goal in that third quarter. They've kicked 4-7-31. Poppy, your quick assessment of the third quarter?
Sorry, boys, I've been sitting here twiddling my thumbs and then I forgot that I really should have put the microphone on. Hey, 62-point margin is what we're looking at. And, we talk about the final countdown. They blasted off really quickly, this Wonthaggi side. They led by 47 at quarter time, 52 at half time, 62 at three-quarter time. And they'll have their hearts set on finishing off this game by winning this quarter again. Not knowing, well, probably a lot of them may well now know that the scores haven't done them any justice from other grounds around the league, but strange things have happened, and they'd be hoping that a big margin might throw them in contention against the odds as far as percentage goes, but we'll keep you updated on that over the next 30 minutes or so as we have a look at the stats for that third quarter.
Best on ground thanks to Gippsland Isuzu Ute, the all-new Isuzu MUX SUV. Paul Carter.
Wonthaggi won the inside 50, 17-10 there, 51-27 there. Clearances are about equal and centre clearances. Free kicks 26-21 Moe's way. The marks 59-49 Wonthaggi's way. Brody Mobilia, we're talking about him just before, 29 hit-outs, 17 disposals, 8 clearances and 8 inside 50s.
Nice.
It's not a bad day's work, is it?
Could be one we might be speaking to in about 30 minutes. About to start the fourth quarter. Here it is with Rob Popplestone.
All right, the big man who's done pretty well today, Judson Ryan, and one of the rare occasions I've seen him. No clear tap down to advantage, so the umpire will give the boys a second go at it. Ryan falls from behind at this stage. Again, Mobilia, the man that Paul Carter just highlighted, gives the ball to Dawson. Dawson inside forward 50. McInnes!
Great mark.
at full stretch, at full lead, clunks the ball right in front of goal and has got the opportunity to make it a handful of goals for this afternoon. He's kicked 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and now an opportunity to kick his 5th and his side's 15th.
Not bad on nearly one leg.
Yeah.
He's miraculously
done a great job too. And just to say too, for Moe, the other forward, the key forward for the year, is off the ground as well. So Crocker has been putting cotton wool by the look of it.
So McGuinness, 25 metres out directly in front, starts at right, drags back left, and he's pretty happy, and so he should be. The young boy, he's got his 5th of the afternoon.
He's presented beautifully all day, and this is what happens when you win it through the midfield. It just builds a lot of confidence in your forwards too. So looking up as a forward and knowing that the ball's going to be won through it. And Mobilia, again, was a key catalyst in that. The fact is that they're winning it out of the middle, so your forwards are full of confidence. Well done to the power.
And it's now 68 points the margin in Wonthaggi's favour. They're 15-9-99, leading Moe 4-7-31 on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard. That goal came at about the 52nd mark of the quarter.
For 4 days only at Harvey Norman Computers, hot deals on the new Google Pixel 10 series. The ball's back into the middle. Ryan got over the top of Mobilia on that occasion. Tim throws it on the boot. The inside 50. Holt comes out of the goal square and takes a strong contested mark. I tell you, this is in the first 2 minutes of this last quarter, we're going to go back-to-back actions with the big forwards coming out of the square to take 2 contested mark and hopefully, for the Lions' sake, and a goal for them.
Can I ask, was that Danaher out of the middle?
It was Danaher out of the middle.
Yeah.
It's really important now for form now for the Moe players as well. They probably get a week off next week too, so some of the players that could be on the fringe to play finals, this is their quarter where they've got to really stand up.
So Holt's going to come in from about 35, put it on its way, and he just eases that one through for the Lions' first goal of the last quarter.
Yeah, it was a good finish, and again, a big body down forward as well. He let out and played in front. Look, the mark was probably had a little bit of luck in it as well, but you play in front and you get rewarded for that as well too. So good finish. Like I said, play for some form now. The game might be shot for him, but at the same time, this is a good opportunity for you to get some touch.
So 1 goal apiece in the first 2 minutes restores the three-quarter time lead of Wonthaggi of 62 points on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard. The power 15-9-99, leading Moe 5-7-37.
So Mobilia gets rid of Ryan and then gets the hands down, but Wood stole it from the Mobilia tap, kicks to full forward line. Schultz was contesting that ball for Wonthaggi, spills to the front now. The Lions have got the numbers. Danaher's handball to a man under pressure. Didn't find that player anyway. Has another go. Shields tackled. Good tackle. Umpire agrees and calls it free kick to Lewis, who's been an enjoyable play to watch today as well.
Good head of hair.
Yeah, yes. Those were the days.
Like yours, Boxer.
Yes, nice.
Lewis plays on, kicks long, threatens the forward 50. Good mark, though, and that mark's been taken by Paxton. Plays on, got an option, centre half back. It was, and now towards the guts of the ground, Shields gets on the end of it. Shields kicks to advantage. It's all open space, and at this stage it's Shannon Bray that picks up the crumbs and gives it back to Lewis. Lewis gets another touch here, or Willie dances around Wood, courtesy of a nice little Shepherd, but that kick is up and under as well, and he gives it to his direct opponent just 25 metres away, Shields, who plays on. Off they go now, and that's Brock Smith, who grabbed the ball a moment ago and kicks long. Holt took the ball, handballs, no, cut off it was by Gilmore, but for how long? Yep, enough to have the major umpire, the central umpire, take the ball and ball it up. 40 metres from Moe's goals, 4 minutes gone of the final quarter, and it's Moe 5-7-37 trailing the Wonthaggi side 15-9, a total of 99.
Prowse got the tap down Gilmore and lands in the hands of Anastasio. He's looking to go in the middle. He's going to play on. He's got pressure coming from his left, but he does well. Then he throws it on his left boot, goes out wide. McGuinness, who's worked up 100 metres on the ground, he's out on that far wing. He gets taken down after the kick from Pepper, but it's good enough from Blair. Does well, throws it on the boot, and it's Gatman that's going to take the mark. No, he drops probably what he should have taken, and it's Tiziani puts it inside 50, 2-on-1 contest. Going back with the fly, the ball was Paxton. He's wrapped up by Lewis, and the umpire says, I'll have it.
Great play there by Lewis too. It was 2-1. Definitely got outweighed by both those opponents as well, and to win the ball to keep the stoppage inside his forward 50 was brilliant.
Ruckman are going to go at it. Ryan got the tap down there coming through. Couldn't get the power to take the hand of it. Rock wasn't able to get anything out of it. Eden, he put his head over the ball, did well. Umpire's going to come in here and ball it up. We'll have another boundary throw, another ball up about 35 metres out from the power goal.
Power relentless with their pressure. Wonthaggi at times have matched them. And Bealia, another clearance. Could it be a goal? Not quite. Right in the last line of defence, it's pushed through for a behind. Nearly something miraculous for one of the better players in the ground in Mobilia.
Bringing up Wonthaggi's century. 15-10-100, leading by 63 points over Moe, who are 5-7-37.
Ball comes back in, straight down the middle of the ground. Chug with that fist. Might need that on ice later on tonight. It's been used a fair few times when you're going up for the contest. But Harvey's going to be first at it. He gets around his Lions opponent, delivers the ball forward, and it goes out of bounds. 70 metres around from the power goal. And we know that the sting's been out of the game for a while. But it's very much go through the motions. And if you are the Lions at the moment, Pop, they pretty much are in conservation mode, aren't you?
Oh, look, they are. Yeah, I mean, they'd walk away from today bitterly disappointed. It's not the sort of form that you want to bring into your first final against a quality side. Mind you, this side today will be completely different to the side that we see against Terrelgan in that first qualifying final. But form is everything. But as we know, it can change very quickly. Wonthaggi's one of those sides that's done that as they go forward again inside forward 50. And they find McGuinness, he's caught behind. He contests the ball nicely, though. But Wonthaggi got the numbers here. They just need a nice bounce. Schultz dances around 1-2. Kicks to ever so beautifully in his peripheral vision. He found a teammate in Tiziani. And Tiziani's got the opportunity to bring up the side's 16th goal of the afternoon and his second.
It's brilliant play. Just good awareness too as well inside 50. He could have actually ran a lot closer to goal, but he knew that he had a little pressure forward of him. And just to find the player out to the left, great call, Pop. Good presence of mind now because a better opportunity than what they would have had if he tried to go all the way.
So Tiziani, off a reasonably long run-up, all of 20 metres, he runs in, off the boot, looks okay, but pushes it right, actually, in the end. Goes through for a behind after coming off hands.
Margin 64 points on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard. Wonthaggi 15-11-101, Moe 5-7-37.
Make this Father's Day one to remember at Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland. Boxy, got some scores from around the grounds.
I have in the North Gippsland Football League, Woodside 12-9-81. They lead Hayfield 8-3-51. Yanar 13-7-85 to Ballara 8-6-54.
Chug takes the mark in the true centre of the ground. He's going to come out wide. Lewis went to punch it. Then he was good enough to dance back around and pick it up, looking for Brown, who's going to see it over the boundary line.
He's shown some talent, hasn't he? He has shown some absolute talent, and looking forward to see what he does over the next few years.
Shields a right hamstring coming off the ground.
Well, maybe a bit of cramp.
Could be a cramp. Hopefully. He's not very happy, though. They're thrown back in, the ball. Free kick's going to go which way? Sean's way. Shields is disgusted with what happened there. He was desperate to close Lewis down, but it may have cost him a hamstring. May have. Now we go forward. Now Patterson gave to Schultz, who was waiting for an option, and Schultz provided that option. They all lost it in the sun there. They were standing around like statues, and all of a sudden they weren't sure it was a pigeon or a ball that was going to land in their hand.
Just waiting for the Falcon to happen.
Yeah.
Cornelius was praying for something.
It's like Gatpan with the ball now. And his opponent in Cornelius is on the mark. Gatpan has a short option, finds that in Danaher. Left half-back flank. Danaher starting to direct traffic, telling them where they should go, and then kicks to where he just pointed. Prowse is the target, should come to the front of the pack, and does. Belfer, kick inside forward 50. This time, the pressure by Williams is good enough to keep Holt out of it, but a kick off the ground falls in the arms of Belfer. He kicks to the top of the square. But again, they've got the numbers down there, and Wonthaggi's Jarvis Harvey takes a mark.
He went back with the fly of the ball. Good mark there by Harvey because Pepper was in front. It's called a play on now. It went left, then gets around Pepper. He still wants to go out to that left, but good pressure by Pepper. Kick. It's going to be... no, play on. Break your wood from 40 out. Ooh. Slams it into the upright post.
Well, I thought that Pepper legged him as he went to kick, and that's what the umpire was saying, but it obviously wasn't.
Wasn't. In the end.
Moe 5-8-38, Wonthaggi 15-11, 101, 10 minutes played final quarter, Harvey Norman computer scoreboard.
Dawson's kick to Lindsay was cut off by Wood. He does well and centres it up there. And it's going to end up in the hands of Danaher. He's marked it about 48 out. Not sure if he's got the range on him or not. He's going to play on, though. He's going to wheel round. Oh, and does well. Gets around Mobilia. Mobilia was good. Wrapped him up in the tackle. Ends up coming back to Gatpin. His chip kick over the top. Does well. Coming out was Harvey. He said pressure's been great all day, the power. You couldn't say that anyone's been down. And it's going to come out through Dawson. His kick out towards Blair. He's going to go out of bounds. True centre wing, far side here at Ted Summerton Reserve in Moe. It is the Power currently leading 15-11-101 to Moe 5-8-38. 63 points is the margin.
Ryan front position over Mobilia, but I reckon Mobilia got a left claw to it, took it to the front of the pack. And the runners from Wonthaggi anticipating a clear possession. They don't get it, but they do get a free kick and then move it forward towards the half-back front line. And now they go again, Wonthaggi in forward, but McGuinness is taken out of the equation. And a good mark in defence, Timmy. You can pick that player up with your binoculars.
It was Sparks who got it there, but they come back out looking for Rock. He's going to get the free kick. He's going to go in. He's going to go straight down the middle, but his kick isn't great, but it's made to look better by Wood. His chip kick over the top, going back with the flight of the ball was Prowse. He couldn't run back quick enough. If it sits for Chug, it will. And the two long sleeve boys go at it in Pepper and Chug, but Chug's quick enough, but his kick doesn't get outside 50. Wood, Prowse, handballs over the top. Oh, it was there for Dykstra, but the young fellow Morrow goes over the top. Pepper, minor score.
That point takes Moe to 5-9-39, 62 points behind at Wonthaggi, 15-11-101. That's on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard, 12-minute mark, final quarter.
Right, that margin hasn't increased at all since three-quarter time. As they bring the ball back into play towards the outer side of the ground, and will it find the boundary line? It won't, but it'll find a free kick. It will go the way of Wonthaggi, and is that Sparks at the bottom of the pack?
It is.
Ryan Sparks will get the free kick. Right on the intersection of...
For Gippsland Isuzu, Paul, how many stats for Sparks?
Hang on, we've just got another one there. That's 30 now.
So 30 from a defender who, for the first 30 minutes of the game, probably wasn't in the game as they go forward. And now Danaher found his teammate there in Maroney, who's kicked one today.
First one for the Lions.
It was in that third quarter. Let's see if he can make it two. He can't. Play on, and not sure what they were trying to achieve there, but they just look a bit disjointed and clunky all over the ground today, Moe, and they're going to run themselves into trouble again in a moment. Release the ball. Holt provides a good option. Take it at the back. The umpire will take the mark or not?
Nope.
No, he says hands from both players were on that ball, so I'll ball that up. 30 metres out from Moe's goals, directly in front. We've played 13 minutes. The margin, 62 points. Clunk down from Moe. Gatpan waits. Blair doesn't. Grabs the ball, releases to Anastasio, and he, on his left hand, goes back to Blair. He gets on the end of it, Blair. Feeds it off again to his teammate. Is that Tiziani? And over the top it goes. So, importantly, the player with it now is Yawn. Poor old Paul Carter will be ripping his...
No, it was Sparks that had it earlier.
Thank you, mate. Anastasio has it now, though, on the left half forward flank. His short kick. Schultz, possibly.
Schultz.
Goes into the square. McGuinness out number 2-1. Clunks it again. Good hands. He was out number 2-1. He was the Wonthaggi power player in a Moe sandwich, but still managed to keep his eyes on the ball, take the ball beautifully, and there's no doubt he'll kick goal number 6, if you do not mind. He's 15 metres out, directly in front, and he too has been a standout player in a standout game by his Wonthaggi side.
Probably got a chance to finish off with a couple more as well, if he keeps presenting the way he is at the minute. He was definitely the meat in the sandwich, but he led beautifully and had a perfect sit.
So here we go. We'll walk this one in. Cooper McGuinness directly in front. He's been a good finisher today. He pushes that one a bit right, but he's got enough room to work with, and that brings up his sixth goal of the afternoon.
Get a lift back with Wonthaggi, Poppy. I reckon if they've got a bus going back down to Wonthaggi, I'd rather be on that than home with you in your unleaded diesel car. So we'll see how we rock and roll.
The margin now 68 points. We're halfway through the final quarter on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard. Wonthaggi 16-11-107, leading Moe 5-9-39.
Ball comes back into the middle. And as Boxer said earlier on, all umpires, field umpires today, all named Steve. It'll be Steve Hessler that'll put it on its way there, but young Ryan gets the tap down, comes out with the handball from Abilia to Yarn. He puts the ball inside 50 for the power. Working over the back there is Cornelius. He's looked to try and take on the tackle. Great tackle there by Gatpin. And he's wrapped up and he'll get the free kick.
So what, Brody Mobility, if he isn't best on ground, I'll don't know what I'll do, but I'll do something. But he's been tremendous today.
I'll wait to see what you're going to do, and then we'll see whether we give him best on ground. Gilmore got the tap in there, looking for it, and no one's able to get their hands out of it. Belfer, Bray, they're all working through. Wood, as to expect, on the bottom of the pack there. Prowse tries to work it out, but Chug's just too good, although his handball comes out to Morrow. But then Schultz, he gets the handball over the top to Yarn. Comes back to Chug. It's over the top. Dykstra, though, can he get a clear handball out? He can't. Chug does well. Wraps him up in 1-2 tackle. That's a free kick going to go to the power. And it'll be Jackson Williams that'll take the free kick. Sends it out wide to Anastasio. He takes a bounce. Looks to come back into the middle to Sparks. 1-2. Doesn't happen. Well, yes, it does eventually, because Anastasio will just outrun Prowse. He tried to dive and get him, but he couldn't. 2 bounces. Gets the handball over the top. To there was Patterson. Was cut off there, though, well, by the Lions in Maslin. The Rock, he couldn't quite get anything going forward. Maslin comes in and picks it up. He drops the ball onto his foot. Dykstra breaks off 1 tackle. Gets the handball out to Gatpin. It's not great footy to watch at the moment, but Holt runs through and says, I'm going to take this on, and he's tackled. Mobilia is going to get a free kick against him for a dumping sling tackle on that one. And it'll be a free kick. It'll go to Holt.
So Holt from the centre of this Ted Summerton Reserve on a day of disappointment for the home side. Kicks to centre half forward. Some fresh air there. Lewis runs onto the ball, takes a bounce, looks up and sums up his options. He's got a short option there and chooses that one in Brown. So at right half-back flank, Brown with the ball. Lewis wants it back. Not a good option. Brown knows that. So kicks along the line. It may actually go in Lewis's direction at the end here. Shields is back on the ground. Forget what I said about the hamstring. Now worry about his head. He's just been hit in the head. He ran into Lewis and he'll get the free kick. Must have been head high.
It's called to hit the head, but very much accidental in terms of that, just in footy action.
So Shields, that kick was short and not great. Anastasio with his left leg will kick to the advantage of his teammate there. Teammate being Cornelius.
Tiziani.
Tiziani, and feeds it off now to Gilmore, who run from behind. They're sort of running in waves, and now it's going to be Harvey.
Jai Williams.
From just outside. He kicks to McGuinness again, who's been good, but this time again outnumbered 2-1, and this time cannot bring the ball into play, and it falls over the boundary line 15 metres from Wonthaggi's goal.
So I can confirm the injury list out of the Morwell Bairnsdale Reserve game. There was only one casualty, and that was the one and only Daryl Cooling did a right hamstring. And
Mobilia pushes it out of the ruck, throws it on the boot, and says, I'll have another Zambrero, the goal of the day contender. That's 2 that I can't get out, but Mobilia slots it through.
And now we have a 74-point margin in Wonthaggi's favour, 18.5 minutes into the final quarter. Harvey Norman Computer scoreboard has the power at 17-11, 113, leading Moe 5-9-39.
Sorry for cutting in there, Boxer.
That's okay, but Daryl is nursing a hamstring, and all the goss is coming left, right and centre now. It's just coming in thick and fast. The 3 that ran out, only 2 survived. 1 even ran in the senior game as well. So Daryl Cooling, he's come back to football.
Yeah,
short-lived.
I'll be honest, he's embarrassed the Gippsland League.
He has. I just can't believe he's done what he's done.
Sean goes over the top, but it was Ryan that got the tap down. Free kick's going to end up going to Weir from the Lions. Geez, he talks a big game, but he can't deliver.
He can't deliver, and I think, you get all those tattoos and all that sort of stuff. You make yourself look tough, but you can't finish what you
tattoo a hamstring.
Yeah.
It's Harvey going to take the clearing kick. It's going to end up with Sparks. Sean. Sean took the mark and went out wide to Williams. Williams in his back 50 plays on. Comes in board looking for Lindsay. Kicks good. Holds up a little bit, but it finds Lindsay. Nearly into time on here, nearly 20 minutes gone. Final quarter. Out there is Dawson. Dawson goes wide and ends up there in the hands of Tiziani. Slow movement, not much happening. He comes in board, and good run down there has been from Jai Williams. He takes the mark. There's not a lot of movement inside his 50, so he's going to play on quickly. He gets given a little rib tickler by Holt after he finishes. Blair went up, couldn't quite take the mark. The Lions, they'll dump it outside their 50. Watch out, Budgie. You're going to get squashed there for a minute. Prowse comes through, throws it on the boot. Wood does well. Good body work. Throws it in there. Pepper's in front, and he can't quite take the... There's going to be a free kick downfield. Someone's not happy with what's going on there. Wood definitely is not happy. And the umpire's gone straight up there to one of the power players. Advised him that it was not on. So it's a free kick downfield. It's going to go to Harry Pepper. So Pepper will come in looking for his first goal of the day. He's going to be basically directly in front, 25 metres out. He's going to take his time as we click over 21 minutes here in the last quarter. It is the Power in front by 74 points. So Pepper on his way in. Looking for goal number 6 for the Lions. Puts it straight through. And 0 teammates go towards him.
Yeah, that's probably just the make-up of the afternoon. They're probably bitterly disappointed in regards to the way the game has panned out for them at the moment, but hats off to the Power. They've come to play this afternoon. Unfortunately, with the scores that I know of right now, it's all in vain, but at least you can finish the season on a high. And potentially the last game we see is Jared Blair as coach of the Wonthaggi Power without preempting anything as well. But the talk is out there as well. I've heard that he may not be doing it next year, and he'll continue playing for the Power, but he might just step away. And
any names popped up? Do we know?
But let's talk about that later on.
All right, I just thought you brought it up now, that's all. Ball back in the centre of Ted Summerton Reserve, Power. I've got the waiver players coming from the half-back line. That one of those is Williams, comes towards Blair. In fact, it's not Blair, is it? From the
Cornelius.
No, it's not Cornelius, who was front of the pack or front of the contest, got the free kick. The lead is on. I'm not sure it's a great leg. Taken under the ball, Shields with the ball. He got a handball away, but Anastasio from the pocket, a nice little neat kick. This time it's Blair from an impossible angle, and he knows it, so finds a player in a better position, 40 metres out in a 45-degree angle. That player is Tiziani.
Smart play by the experienced Blair.
Yeah.
Could have gone for the Zambrero. At the fast food shouldn't slow you down. Zambrero leaves you feeling good. We've got a few contenders for that today, so we'll be making that, working out who is going to be our Zambrero goal of the day very shortly.
Wonthaggi have won every quarter, a couple of them comfortably, but this will extend their lead in this quarter. If Tiziani can find the goals, he can't. He drags that across the face of goals, and another behind Paul Carter for the Wonthaggi side.
Taking them to 17-12, 1-14, leading Moe 6-9-45 on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard. 23 minutes played, final quarter.
Weir takes the mark from the kick in, which came from Smith. And he's going to switch out to the far side. He's got Paxton out there. If it sits for him, it doesn't.
You're not having a good day today, are they? The ball just hasn't bounced their way.
No.
Look, they haven't played well, and I want to take nothing away from Wonthaggi at all. But, from the early moments, it didn't appear it was going to be their day at all, and that's the way it's unfolded.
No, and I think we saw that early with the pressure that they brought Boxer.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Their pressure was enormous, and it paid dividends for them, and won the game when they could have won it, should have won it in the early parts of it, and they've continued on with it, though. That's the thing.
Mobilia handballs to Anastasio, and his little kick inside. Taking a strong mark there by Blair. He's going to chip it in over the top.
Too easy. Look at that.
And then finds Patterson. They've just had so much room and so much space today.
Yep.
69 points is the margin. 24 minutes gone here, final quarter. The Power are certainly going to win this one. And we'll go to Boxer in a minute. We'll get some scores thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland. Coming in, Patterson for the Power. Sends it on its way. His little stutter in from about 35 out. Goal umpire has to work a little bit, and he's put it through for a minor score.
Neat 70-point margin at the moment. 17-13, 1-15, Wonthaggi. Moe 6-9-45 on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard. We're now 25 minutes into the final quarter.
And some of the scores that matter to the Wonthaggi side, well, looks all and done and dusted for them for the year, because the Tigers are 16-10, 106 lead Bairnsdale 7-4. It's just gone final, 46. And in the other game, Warrigal 15-9, 99 defeated Druin 7-7-49.
Mobility with the ball, releases, Sparks, he's under pressure. Balfour was one of those players. Shields dives in, free kick played, or siren gone.
Was that it?
That is the siren.
Gee, I didn't hear the siren. She's only a short quarter, 25-27. So there we have it, Timmy. Game over.
Absolutely, game over. And the Power, they will win this one by 70 points. 17-13, 115 to the Lions, 6-9-45. We'll come back with our Zambero goal of the day and our best on ground, all thanks to Gippsland Isuzu. You're listening to Gippsland Live on TRFM. It's all thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland. Trade in and save up to $500 on selected TVs, fridges, dishwashers and dryers.
Running a small business can sometimes feel like a full-on marathon. You get the analogy. But you don't have to go it alone. Thanks. You're connected to a community who've always got your back. Yes. Yes. And now, with 24/7 support, local business experts, and an award-winning network, so has Optus.
There you go.
Oh, Liam, you're a legend.
When it comes to small business, we're all in.
A new standard of family living is coming to Gippsland. Virtue Home's new display home, the Marshall 28, is open now in Terralgan. The Marshall 28 is perfect for families and couples seeking a fresh, innovative home. Thoughtfully designed to evolve with you with a light and airy feel. You can rest easy knowing it's built by the award-winning team at Virtue Homes. The new Marshall 28 display home, open now on Marshalls Road in Terralgan. Visit virtuehomes.com.au for more info. CDBU 48113.
It's time to take a look at the top 5 goals of the week. Number 1, Clay Quirk from Druin here. A fantastic job in the ruck, dribbling that one through. Got the big bounce as well to go over the head of the defenders. Fantastic stuff. Number 2, Rory Nettle here from Warragul. A fantastic rove at the foot of the pack. He just dribbles this home and it goes straight through the defenders. Bowled them clean.
Through the legs, it's called a nutmeg in today's world. Straight through Haywood's legs.
Number 3, Joshua Glare here from Morwell. Some good teamwork. They rebound across half back. Josh is going to pick up the footy here, if eventually does, and just slams it on the left. But this is the unbelievable bit. Look at it turn, and then it goes all the way home. Disbelief in the end, but a great goal. Number 4, Tom Blenhelm here from Bairnsdale. All class this. He was just waiting for the hand pass receive right on the paint of the boundary line. And left foot just caresses that in ever so nicely. That is just all class. Number 5, Trent Baldy here from Moe. It was a must-win game for the boys on the weekend to keep their finals hopes alive. This one late in the 4th term just sealed the deal for them, and just selling a bit of candy and threading it home. A fantastic goal.
Makes no mistake. 23-minute mark, this game is done. Trent Baldy's got one, and the Lions are going to come to Western Park and take away 4 points.